Hello, everybody. How are you all? I am here alone with the Invisible Man, the Invisible
You may
Man
know
known
me.
as Aaron Pin.
You may know me from that episode of Star Trek with the half and half face thing. But anyway, if you see the shot, the way the shade. Hey there, Alex. Hey there, Acres. My favorite John Candy films. Uncle Buck, Plane Trains and Automobiles, Clown Murders, and a tie for fifth place. Well, a three-way tie for fifth place with Going Berserk. It came from Hollywood, which I Breaking Wish would finally get a Blu-ray release. If you've never seen it, I'll mention in a second. And of course, his role as Dan in Heavy Metal.
Oh, nice.
But it came from Hollywood, was a clip type of one that kind of was fun, and it had most of the SCTV cast and some of that Saturday Night Live cast, the original Saturday Night Live cast, and it showed like clips of like kind of old like sci-fi and horror films, and it was really fun. Do I like? I do. There's not much John Candy I don't like. To be honest with you, I'm Canadian. John Candy's kind of like he's our guy. Rest in peace. He was. I grew up with SCTV, which was a series that was far superior to Saturday Night Live. And if you watch it, it stands out. It's early SCTV stands the test of time, whereas early Saturday Night Live is hit or miss. Newer Saturday Night Live is hit or miss, but SCTV better because it wasn't done to. It was done a different way. It was a different type of satire. That's why guys like Martin Short and went on to Chloe Flaherty, Eugene Levy went on to do like so much great stuff. John Candy. Who's Harry Crim's sequel? I don't know. I don't know if his son can act. Can his son act?
I got a clue.
If I was going to do something like that,
I didn't even know he had a son. I
would say Dan Levy from Schmitt's Creek. Because I really like his acting. He's a really good actor. I hope I got the name right. It's Dan Levy, right?
Yeah. Who doesn't like Cocktail?
Sorry if I'm slurping, guys, but I'm really thirsty, and it's a warm night. Cocktail. That had a book. I did not know. I love the movie Cocktail. Did you like it, Malcolm?
I do. I love Cocktail. It's one of my favorite movies, actually. Tom Cruise's, early career.
Oh, I'm of that era when I saw it in theater, and like many people did. Let me know if you did this. Learned how to juggle. You learned to juggle bottles. I know Eugene Levy, but his son actually. It's Levy. It's pronounced Levy, the same as it would be like a Levy. Not Levy, but Levy. I know because Canadian surname.
Because your middle name is Levy.
No, but it's more popular in there. I like anything with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Mary Winningham in it. But both actresses are fantastic. So yeah, George is definitely on my list. But yeah, I taught myself how to juggle bottles. To do that.
Nice.
And I bottles along the way, but I'd taught myself how to juggle a bit. For those, most people know this. I'm very, you well from watching these videos. I'm very scatterbrained with a lot of things. So when I would study in school, when I was like forced to study, I didn't study a lot. I would, because I didn't need to, it was some basic stuff. Like good retention when I was younger. I would like juggle, and that would kind of like focus my mind.
Yeah.
So I take a couple oranges or stuff.
I get that.
And I just juggle, and that's what I do when I was studying stuff. And when I juggled while studying, I was able to retain better than without it. Maybe I've got ADHD and I don't know it.
Well, I went through a bit of phase. I went through a bit of phase like that. Where I wanted to. There was a phase in my life I wanted to hurt myself a bit. So basically, tell myself focus. I did the rubber band trick. Where you basically flicked it. I went through that for a while, which is a similar thing because it helps you keep your mind focused on something else.
But I know people that had issue, and I heard that it works a lot. Actually, that's really good one.
It helps a lot. But it's not bringing it up because it was one of those things that helps you focus off of the other stuff.
I finally got this igloo question. I love this actually. So for those who don't know, it's like a common joke that Canadians live in igloos. No, but I can build you an igloo. Because when we were kids, we had this. We get this from Sears, and I'm not sure anybody remembers Sears. So Sears is a place in Canada anyway.
Yeah, I remember Sears went out of business, didn't it, recently? Completely?
Oh, like a few years back,
Because it
but
did in Seattle.
it was every year we had a Christmas wish book, and so one year there was this igloo thing. All it really was a plastic block, right? So you
Mm.
pack the snow into the plastic block, and do that, do that with different blocks. But what we would do, which was the more dangerous way, was we'd have like big snowfalls, and then there'd be like mountains of snow. And my grandmother was always like, "Don't go in the mountain. Don't go in the mountains of snow. Don't go making caves and stuff. You can come in on you and you'll drown or smother or whatever type of thing." No, grandparent stuff, right? And we're like, that is so cool. We got to do that. Like we never thought about it before, but we're going to go do that now. So we would go to these big snowbanks by the road, and we'd get like a shovel or hands, and we just like dig in, and we'd like make this kind of like igloo thing out of that. We loved it. It was so cool.
Sounds amazing.
Did I ever watch Get? Yes, I did watch Get Life. I loved Chris Elliott in Get Life. I like Chris Elliott anyway. Chris Elliott is one of those. He has a different type of humor, and it doesn't hit for everybody. I love Cabin Boy, and I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought Cabin Boy was fucking genius. Did you like Cabin Boy?
I hadn't seen it.
Really? It's cool if you like that type of humor. Like David Letterman brought on people like Chris Elliott and guys like
Yeah.
that. I had this kind of this reverent, like kind of in your face, very different style of humor, and yeah, I consider it like a very Canadian humor. It's very quirky. We're quirky. I'm weird, guys. I'm weird and quirky, and it works because my Malcolm would also be Canadians and in the UK, similar types of humor when it comes to
Because
that.
most Canadians are English, that's why.
Well, you may say that as like as a bad thing, but not a lot of bad people are going to say that's a bad thing. Yeah, very Mr. Show type humor, actually. Very Mr. Show.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Mr. Show is a series on HBO with David Cross and Bob Odenkirk, who would go on, of course, to be
in case people wonder why I keep looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at the video so I can see the comments on the screen.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm not looking away. I'm just looking at the TV to see the comments.
Or what he's really doing is because he wants to be able to see me on a big screen and admire
exactly
these baby blues. So there you go.
You're definitely a lot clearer on this screen than you were earlier.
Well, I was on a phone earlier, man. Oh, Silent Partner. I forgot he was in Silent Partner. I love me some Silent Partner. Kino Lorber put out that one, I think. And I got to get like
every show 4K, show HD.
It is true. Like Australian part of us, well, yes, very much so. New Zealand too, right?
Yeah.
Just in 4K. I can't do it in 4K. You want me to do it in 4K? Join my Patreon because I'm trying to get up to enough where I can actually once again pay for StreamYard. For those who don't know,
because you have to pay, didn't you? Pay for a certain thing to get 4K.
Yeah, it only goes up to 720. Now, the thing is, StreamYard, unfortunately, went up significantly in price. When I got StreamYard, when I got StreamYard originally, and like Malcolm know about this, it was like I think it was $19.99, and you came in with like a $9.99 offer for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Per month. But now I think the cheapest one is $39.99.
How much?
Which is $39.99. And they put in some great stuff, but my thing is I eventually want to be able to go. This is the thing. No, nobody needs to do this. So, but what I want to eventually do is I would love to have enough Patreon and like members that I don't need to have videos that are sponsored anymore. And that are Google sponsored. Or I can cut down on those a lot. Because
how many members do you need for that?
Well, more than what I got now, because when you get like $50 a month for Patreon, which I'm grateful for every single cent that I get, by the way, because nobody has to do it. So you guys rock. But to get to that point, I'd have to double what I got right now.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Alex, right now, he'll put down £300 a month.
You like putting people in hard spots.
Hey, Kubrick.
The green mallard just turned to Scrooge McDuck. Damn, man. But we were looking.
Scrooge McDuck.
I was at the farm today because we had a celebration for like there's a few birthdays at the same time. My better half's birthday, my perhaps mom's birthday, or uncle's. So we're all there, and we're looking at the room we got at the farm, and we're trying to like figure out and expanding, hopefully expanding into a full apartment.
Oh, I thought that's what you guys were doing already.
We were, but we had to slow down. Like things, we had things happened, and we had other things we had to do, and other things we had help with. So we had to like slow down on the building of it. So we're trying to get that back in order right now. And eventually that's where things be done from. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. It'll be a bigger area than this, even bigger than my condo.
Oh, yes.
All my movies will be fingers crossed and all that in one room. So all my films you can see.
Wow.
Yeah. So much like when I was in Wollongry, for those who watched me back then, when I first moved to Nova Scotia, and I had the room downstairs and had like the movies all around with the glass display case.
Oh, the sex dungeon.
It'll be similar to that, and it'll be very very much similar to that with a couple of display cases, because hopefully by then I'll have a couple of those imprints. I'm making a video with Kevin on Sunday, and it's been coming out I think the week after, and he's got some of those imprint releases. Moving hopefully not for a while, Sean, but just moving into a new place, because what we want to do is, because we got the farm area where her sister and mom's stuff's at, and we try to keep family kind of close together. I call it Moroccan South Fork, right? Because it's big like that. So we're building an apartment there, our own little condo there. We plan to build a second home here, and to take this, because this is right in the heart of Marrakesh, like where people want to live, and rent this out, like Airbnb this, and that's the extra money. Then I can do. Then my face can be a little more fancy. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and eventually we want to be able to do that. Have the cats a bigger place to roam around with. So we got 10 cats now, so we want a big area for that as well. Oh, we got an outdoor area.
You better not sell my Christmas present, Alex.
I said, yeah, you can sell it.
Better not sell it. Otherwise, we'll be having words.
I would love an Hustler 3. I love the sequel. Color Money
I love
was
the sequel too. I love the sequel. Actually, I like the sequel better than the original.
Did you also learn how to use the pull stick?
Yeah, well, not from that, no. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie.
But yeah, I did.
$8.99 with free postage. What the fuck? Sorry. That's not $300, is it? And also, it's going to subscribe for $8.99.
Awesome. I love me some Austin Powers. Somebody mentioned favorite 1997 comedy. My God. What came out in 1997?
God, I got a clue.
I'm going to check, man.
I can't even look up because I'm on my phone, so you'll have to tell me. What kind of place for the
okay, so there's a few here. Although Austin Powers is great, and I do love it. Liar Liar is that year as well. As is In and Out, which is such an underrated.
Liar.
As Good as It Gets came out that year. Good Burger came out that year. And so did Rome and Michelle's High School Reunion. Oh, it got so hard. But I got to go with Liar Liar.
Liar is definitely one of them.
Yeah, Liar Liar. It's got to top that list, man.
Especially the elevator scene. I love that scene.
Mara, yeah, that's good. You make
£899.
Nah, let's do Falcon. That's a good one.
Falcon and the Snowman.
Malcolm's getting everybody imprint big limited editions for Christmas. So.
Yes, I'm getting everybody. I'm going to buy them all so no one else can buy them. And then I'm going to just sit on them.
So they've sold out the Halloween set at 2,000 is gone now. And
I heard they're bringing. I heard they're putting up another 1,000 next week.
I don't think you will, but I wish you would.
From an inside source. An inside source told me they're going to keep putting another 1,000 on every time it sells out for the next 3 months.
Yeah, they won't. I wish they would. Like I know some people that still missed out at 2,000. Christina, that comes on here sometimes. Pretty sure she's one of the ones that missed out on it. But yeah,
missed out on it or saved the trouble.
No, she really wants it. She said, please make some more. Here's the thing. There's some people and make the igloo free of charge. Oh. Yes, I will.
Hey, Kevin. Yes. I've seen Shutter. Shutter's really, really good. An Agitator. Funny enough, talk about Agitator. Alex actually picked up Agitator. A beautiful set, the umbrella one. And so yeah, Shutter I really love. The umbrella Asia tiles, I own most of them. I've got Chaser, I've got the Quiet Family. What else have I got? I've got the Isle, I've got the Raid. I've got quite a few of them. I'm just and basically Alex has picked up for me as well, which is nice. That's the joke for the Christmas and that. So yeah, I love them and I highly recommend them. The imprint ones, I'm a little bit off about because I feel like the imprint ones are a little bit lazy because they've just got the slip cover. Not the ones in the nice boxes. But since they're going to come out over here anyway, I'll already have them. So yeah, highly recommend them. I'll always buy them. And Alex forgot to add Chaser. Well, that's because you're a Muppet. That's why. You need to add Chaser, and then you need to add all the others I need, Alex.
What you need to get, Alex, is you need to get the Intruder and send it to me.
The Intruder?
I want the special edition Intruder. I used to collect Gorzo magazine, and there's a full copy of Gorzo magazine and the Intruder umbrella set that I remember buying. It's actually an infamous copy because the copy of Gorzo magazine that's in Intruder is the one that got a bunch of horror magazines that have brown paper wrapping around the covers.
Oh, dear.
Gross. And they didn't realize it's a band set cover.
So, Kevin, that's what Alex has bought in front of us from me and him, the 4K set. He ordered them. He ordered 2 copies, one for him, one for me. So, I'm really lucky that he did that. Get the Superior version. There are 88 films of the slip. Yes.
I was disappointed a bit, but kind of relieved. So for those that don't have this movie, Imprint put it with no eye. It's putting it with no eye. I got what I think is a Superior edition with no eye, which is the Arrow edition with the big thing and how to get head and auto. It's actually a book that has with no eye and how to get head and advertising in it. But Imprint's putting it out. But if they would put it out with a Kill Bill type of massive box set edition, I'd buy that because that is one of the top 10 movies in my favorite movies ever list.
Why buy something you already own it? That's ridiculous.
Oh, 100%. Like, no, I mean, like I said, at the point where I'm at right now, if I see something that I like, something that I really enjoy, something that has given me a lot of pleasure and continues to give me a lot of pleasure throughout the years, whether it's Halloween or Friday 13th or something along the lines of me and my better half love, like watching the David Lynch Dune, which is our favorite Dune, by the way. Then, because we read the books, but I would, I don't mind paying the extra money to celebrate the films that I really like.
I don't know how I feel about that
because
look at how much money we spent it's not I'm against it.
So we hated or stuff that got dust or we ended up selling or that we realized once we got it.
But you don't sell anything, do you?
I can't. Like I used to. Like
I mean, you still have Ebola syndrome Cardona, don't you, in your collection?
Oh, that's only my collection because I haven't got back to Paris yet. That's going to Metaluna. Like That's 100%. That's going to be
All right.
Metaluna when I get there. It's just that I got to get no place here to trade in. So, and I want to get a good trade in for it. And I know
Oh,
Metaluna.
no, but I'm saying you've had them for years. So I'd have thought you would have took them before, but I guess because, you
The
know, you
first
didn't
time
think
we
about it
forgot.
at the time.
Oh, well, it's sort of. I knew that they traded in. So I know the last time I went to Paris was 2 years ago for my birthday, and I had them on the counter to put into my suitcase, along with a couple other titles, because I knew I was going to be buying a few things at Metaluna. It's my first time going there, and I left it on. I was taking care of the cats. I forgot about it, but it is not going to be in my collection soon. A lot of things though, I like if I get, I'll only sell releases that I own, that I bought.
Yeah.
I don't feel I can't sell releases that were either given to me or that were given to me through reviews, because some
Mm.
people do, and I understand, like they get a lot of stuff and they just don't have the space for it. I don't get that much stuff. So I don't, so I don't feel good about selling stuff that I didn't pay for.
Yeah.
That's just me. And I'm sure if suddenly I got stuff from every company, after a while I'd say I got to. But
Yeah.
when it comes to that type of stuff, I usually give the stuff to my kids or my dad.
Yeah.
Because and I had a couple like films that were kind of like religious films, and I got an aunt that's like, she's super into that type of stuff. So I'd
Mm.
always get the films, review them, and I would usually kind of like pass them on to her because she
That's
likes
nice.
that type of stuff. But for me, yeah, it's all about, at this point, I'm at the point, and I feel good about this, about celebrating my love of film. I've reached that. Like, I'm good with if I don't get every new thing, if I don't get every like edition of everything, but if I get the stuff that I really want and that I really enjoy. Umbrella and Imprint are putting out some great stuff right now. I think both companies are just
To
killing.
answer Kevin quickly, the quiet thing I saw there bit of Sweet Life, their tie collection. I haven't got their tie collection, Kevin, because
Looks good, man.
Ever 444 has been releasing them as separate discs. So I own them from Ever 444 instead. Bit of Sweet Life, I've got the 4K off from Second Sight, which is one of my favourite films of all time. Quiet Family, I haven't watched that since the glory days of Blockbuster. Because I had the slipcover DVD of it at the time. So, I'm glad you're collecting them, Kevin, because they're definitely worth the money if you ask me. Hey Elvin.
Yeah. Welcome, man. I mean, I think like Kevin's got a lot. I think Kevin's got almost all of or the big editions of the Imprint stuff too. And the one I really want after the Halloween one, Malcolm will know this. Silent Night, Dead Night 1 and 2. Holy shit! Like,
why haven't they got the other three of them? In my view, if you release the first two, you should put the other three in them. They're not actually that bad. I mean, number 3 suck, but number
the
4
same
and
reason,
5, I watched them recently. They're great.
for the same reason that they didn't have them from Chef Factory. For the same reason that the Halloween films came out separately. Same company owns them. Same company owns the Silent Night, Dead Night 3, 4, and 5 that owns those Halloween titles that were hard to get. Lionsgate. It's Canadian. It's Canada. The rights issues are
Did you
harder.
say Lionsgate Canada?
Oh, not the Canadian, like the Canadian arm, right?
Then they need to get their butts in check and just hand them over so we can get the full box there. I knew they were holding out.
It's like it's the same thing with the Halloween. That's why the Halloween set had to have the first 5 come out, and then they'd put 3 out in a box set only.
I get that, but still, I just wish they would do it, because to me, I hate when it's half a set.
Because MVD, the same thing. MVD's got 3, 4, and 5, right? Or MVD or Vestron. I can't remember. I got it upstairs anyway. I think
it's Vestron. Yeah, I watched the Blu-ray recently.
So I would say new National Velvet. Yes, not enough animal movies out there. I'm an animal guy.
Can you guys discuss Dogma? Those two Blu-rays are now worth a lot less. Yes, they are.
Yeah. But if you're buying them for the movie and not for the fact that Dogma's an awesome freaking film, that's too bad. But I would say
moving past the blood. I'll ask Miss Blood after you've answered this. Sorry, Evan.
I know. Hey, N-Ready, welcome. I was actually watching some N-Ready videos the other night. I was feeling lonely for Canada, right? So N-Ready's in Ontario. and he does like out and about videos. He goes to like Walmart and places like that. He recently
Yeah.
did one for, I think it was Walmart. So I was watching that. I was watching some of the other stuff because it's not going to be in Canada until next year. And I was watching some out and about videos on Reddy's channel, which I do recommend. He does some really cool, kind of laid back videos that are super chill.
So to answer Mood Past Blood, Men from the Gutter is a fantastic movie. It's a very brutal movie. It's a very fantastic. I had to put my DVD for sale because I bought the Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. It's a great us versus them kind of thing. I would put it up there with films like why can I not remember the title? Long Arm of the Law. I'd put it up with movies like that. Fantastic movie. The Shaw Volume 4 set is
I like
definitely
that.
worth the money. If you've got the 88 films titles already, which believe it's 6 of them that are in it,
Yeah.
I'd say just sell those because they've done new masters of them apparently, Arrow. So I would say it's worth it. I would definitely say both are worth it, and I definitely say you won't be making a mistake. Now you have to remember, Volume 4 is more like horror, spiritual kind of movies, which isn't a bad thing because they're great in their own way. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, but you know they're not all kung fu like the others. But definitely both are worth it. Men from
Yeah.
the
It's
Gate is an amazing film.
like put alongside the shock sets that came out from Imprint, like some of the stuff that's coming from 88 Films. This is slightly more my wheelhouse than some of the other stuff is.
Hmm.
And I'm excited about the set. I've only got the first volume. I might go from volume 1 right to volume 4, and I'll get the other ones down the road. But I do want the fourth volume. Though,
They
is it one
reckon
of
there's
those?
going to be. They reckon there's going to be a 5th and 6th volume as well.
Isn't like Oily Maniac? Is Oily Maniac in volume 4? Because I think
It
that's in
is.
Shock as well, right? Shock
It is.
volume
Yeah.
1. How's that? Because
Yeah.
my dad just picked up Shock volume 1 from Imprint, and
I'm a bit. What's that called? God, Sex from Beyond the Grave. I don't know why that's not in the set. I'm
for
guessing maybe Eureka have it. Maybe
no,
over it.
like if they're if it's not
I've
there,
only got a
and
VCD of that movie.
or they might have like it's always the option of that volume 5, right?
Yeah. True. I Yeah.
Yes.
I do think they'll make more movies. I mean, Eureka just released a Shaw Brothers box set, but I really hated it.
Oh, what's this? So I've only seen one Kevin Smith film, Clerks, and I tried to watch Jersey Girl. You do not go from Clerks to Jersey Girl. There's so many other great Kevin Smith films that are not Jersey Girl. Like there's Clerks 2, which is really, really good. Clerks 3 made me cry, for crying out loud. That made me ball out. But there's watch Chasing Amy. That's incredible. But not Jersey Girl. Like Jersey Girl's one to watch when you've seen everything else. Captain Ron and Sister Act combined sequel. I could see that. I could kind of see that. They could do that. I don't think we need another Die Hard film. I think we should retire those with unfortunately, Bruce Willis.
I didn't like Clerks 3 that much. I mean, I got the feels at the end, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was just more about nostalgia than anything. And that kind of bothered me a little bit.
I needed it. I understand. I would understand. Anybody tells me that they didn't like it or didn't find it as good, I would 100% get why. But for me,
I don't think it was bad. I just thought it was all nostalgia, and to me, that was a little bit.
I felt that it was needed. For me, I felt it was needed. But if somebody like came in and didn't work on it, I understand. But for me, I was all in. I was invested. Everything hot air balloon over the events of any movie. YouTube. I'm not big on hot air balloons, but Dog Day Afternoon is one of my favorites, so it might be that one. Love me some Dog Day
Dog
Afternoon.
was really good.
It's just one of those that it sticks with you after you're watching it. There's movies like Dog Day Afternoon, American Gigolo, Mean Streets. But for me, like a nice the Last Picture Show, very different film, is truly one of my favorites.
That's exactly how I feel, Alex. That's exactly how I feel about the movie.
I see. I don't think that's a thing.
My cousin, I can tell you right now, my cousin would say this. If I said to him right now, right, Aaron felt this way about this and other people did. This is what my cousin, not me, my cousin. How many of them were Americans who said this? Because they get really interested in that stuff because they need to have emotions shoved in their face to have any kind of understanding. That's what my cousin would say, not me, right?
Well, tell
But
your
what I'm
cousin how
saying
British.
is, yeah, he's very British, I know, right?
Um,
But he would say that, and in some ways, he's right because I spoke to a lot of people over the years. Like when Million Dollar Baby came out, I had arguments with this woman for months about her going, "Why did he have to get so emotional at the end? Why did he have to do that? It ruined the whole movie." And I used to be like, "What?"
that's kind of the whole premise, like of the film
I
in
know,
itself.
but I was like,
But
"What's the?"
here's my counter to that. Here's my argument to that. When people say, "Well, this movie was it was so sad, it manipulated my thing." The
He was. He
concept
was
of film,
drinking. He was drinking tea and eating high tea at the time. Now carry on.
the concept of that, of feeling so, oh, this movie manipulated me. That's cinema. That's art in and of itself.
It
It's
depends. It depends. It
idea.
depends on
No, never.
what it's
Like,
actually
no,
doing.
it doesn't depend. That's the thing. It never
It does
depends because that's
depend.
the thing.
It depends.
Every type of art, every type, whether it's a painting, a statue, any film, whether it be British or American or Canadian or whatever, is meant to evoke something from you. Whether that's going to be sadness, happiness, fear, joy, elation. And if it fails on that concept, then the film and the art itself has failed for certain segments of it. But every single one of them, if you look at that, did the Mona Lisa manipulate me because of that enigmatic smile? Did am I manipulated by an episode of Only Fools and Horses because it made me laugh, or am I manipulated by the last episode of MASH because goodbye in the rocks and all of a sudden you ugly cry? That's what movies, that's TV shows, that's what art. That is primarily what it's for and what it
Within
should do.
reason.
And when it's not doing that, then I don't think it's succeeding. And even
That
films
is within reason.
that are kind of like, that are more, we'd call ourselves stoic or are not so in your face, are making that concentrated effort to do that. So it's like, oh, we're not manipulating, your emotions in any specific way. Because people say the same thing about comedies, right? They'll say, well, certain comedies will have a laugh track, right? Certain comedies won't have a laugh track. Laugh tracks, they're telling you when to laugh. They're manipulating you to laugh at a certain specific time.
That's
But
true, and that makes them extremely boring as well.
Not the case, because there's a lot of great comedies out there with laugh tracks.
Yeah, but I mean, modern
you're not
comedies
gonna laugh just
really
because of laugh
struggle when they have a laugh track. It seems
Like,
so
look at-
false compared to the old times.
I may not like the actress so much because, like, unfortunately, but Roseanne, for instance, okay, Roseanne is what I would consider one of the great sitcoms of all time. It is utterly genius. Married with Children is another one. Did they have laugh tracks? Yeah, a lot of them did. But were they just still really good? And would I put something like a Roseanne or Married with Children up along things like The Office or stuff like that? I really would.
I think though those shows had a lot more to say at the time than a lot of the shows of today.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, like, I do, and I don't think so much it's of today, but of its time too. Like when you look at some of the stuff that was around at the time, this is so cool. This is a great conversation, mother. I love this. I hope you guys. I think that we got to understand that if you look back for me, I like the show Friends, right? And I think it's funny.
Sure.
But I think Roseanne's a better show. It's because, and you go back, and I've seen so many videos talking about this as well. Like, look at the episode in season 5 where they find out that Jackie is being, by her boyfriend. She's, assaulted. And there's a sequence where Roseanne tells Dan, and she kind of gives him a look, and there's nothing said. It's a look, and you see him take his coat and go. And you don't have to be told anything. You know that he's coming. That guy that just beat up Jackie is going to get his ass kicked. There's no two ways about it. Because one of the things about Roseanne is that John Goodman's character Dan he's a gentle giant, but if he wanted to, like, not rein himself in, because you can see that Roseanne reins him in. He could kick some butt.
Sure.
And this is one of those moments where she looks at him. She's like, "Do what you do best," type of thing, and he does. But yeah, it's anyway. I was watching that episode today, so I thought about that.
Yeah, I thought so, because it's quite an iconic moment in the show.
Favorite scene is Sheet Everything. I love Sheet Element. That's so good. That's such a good comedy. I don't know if I got a favorite scene. Big Bang Theory with the laugh track. I love Big Bang Theory. It's a weird film. It doesn't always work for me. But when it does, it works really well. I'm not sure about the new, like,
I've tried
Big Bang
getting
Theory.
into Big Bang Theory, and I just find it quite, I don't know, I just can't get into it. I don't know why, I just can't.
Yeah, I saw that New Wave video. Did you see this one? Putting on Asian cinema.
An example for me, I missed that. There's a new Australian boutique label called New Wave Videos for Australian Asian cinema. First, I was, no, I haven't heard of that. Thanks for telling me that, Kevin. I know I buy from Comedian Films, and they've been releasing a lot of Johnny Toe movies. Can you see Alex's last message? Because I missed it when it blew up.
Oh yeah, I can. Let me just say. An example for me, Ricky Gervais' Afterlife. Good show. I enjoyed season 1, 2, but season 3 was manipulative in the way it's played with emotions. See, that's the thing. That's what it's supposed to do, though. I don't think it was manipulative in the way that it plays with your emotions, but I think if you feel that, I'm going to say something controversial. Are you ready?
Go on.
If you feel that your emotions are manipulated by a specific thing, maybe think about why you feel that. Why do you feel that manipulated your emotions, something else didn't? Because there could be something behind that. You know what I mean? Because I often thought of that. Like, oh God, like one of my favorite examples, I'm old enough just to remember the ending of MASH. And there's anybody here seen MASH? There was the sequence with the baby or the chicken. Yeah, gave it away. Where Hawkeye's in an asylum because he was coming home on a bus. And he tells this story about, like, there was like troops outside, enemy troops, and there was a chicken that this person had, and the chicken was like being loud. And she's like trying to quiet the chicken, and the chicken is killed. And he's had a breakdown because of this.
Because the
And
chicken's
it's not till later,
killed.
and it's not till later that he realized it's not that he wasn't a chicken, that his mind snapped and put a chicken in the place, but it was a mother, and
I would say
there's
it's a
a
bit
dark.
different though if he snapped, because it's kind of like an emotional moment, isn't it? Because it's
That's the
showing
thing,
them, it's a bit showing the mental illness of what's happened to him while he's been out there.
and it's and
That's
it's the last
completely
episode.
different.
No, I mean, like, it's not like
It
it's
is.
no, you're thinking it's different because, but the thing is, everything that it's done to get you ready for this, because this is the final episode. This is, it wants to pack as much punch, as much oomph into it as possible. MASH lasted longer than the actual war that was based on.
Sure.
And we get to, like, the end of this episode too, just the way that's done, where BJ can't say goodbye. He's never been able to do it, and he won't say, like, Hawkeye keeps trying to say goodbye to him. Keeps trying to, like, have this kind of finality because he's going, and he won't say anything. So BJ came in on a motorcycle. BJ leaves on a motorcycle, and as final scene of MASH, as Hawkeye, here's spoiling something years old, as Hawkeye's helicopter is lifting in the air, he looks down to BJ, who's going off on his motorcycle, and written in rocks on the ground for him to see when he gets up high enough is goodbye from BJ. You can't say it, you can't vocalize it, but he's found his own way to say it. There we go. Okay, enough on that. That's actually, it's a great conversation, and it's fun to get, like, different aspects of different things. I want the criminal to get away. Columbo, yeah, some of those Columbo. I think what's really cool is in Columbo, when Columbo kind of wants the criminal to sort of get away. There's an episode with Donald Pleasance, and Donald Pleasance is a wine owner, and he's, like, really loves wine, and his brother's a dick, and he wants to sell the winery. and he ends up killing his brother. And at the end of it, like
Oh,
he gets caught, and Columbo and him like they stop. Columbo stops the car for them to have like one last drink of like really good wine. It's a really cool episode. Do you guys have Halloween movie recommendations for this year? I gave a few earlier, but I'll give some now. Give some Halloween recommendations, Malcolm.
okay. I made 6 lists on my letterbox. But I can't look on because I'm on my phone. But I would say Killer Nun. I
Are
would
you serious?
say,
That's a
yeah,
bad.
I enjoy that film. I'd say Eternal Evil of Asia. I would say Horoscope. I would say, why am I going brain dead? I always go brain dead. Um, Fatal Games. Any Nashi film, any Paul Nashi film,
I wouldn't say any of
you
them.
can
Yeah.
get to watch.
Exorcism, especially.
Sure, if you can
Curse the
get to
Devil.
watch it.
Curse the Devil.
Alien, yes. Aliens, no. I hate Aliens. I like Alien. But he's cheating. He's looking at his collection.
Who's
I would
cheating?
not say Crimson Cult of, what is it called? Crimson at the Orc Cult of Evil. Don't watch that crap. Halloween trilogy is awful. Are there any
That is
good
not.
ones coming out this year?
Yes.
That's awful.
There's VHS Halloween. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't got to
Yeah,
see
that
it
just
yet.
came out actually.
Let's see. What did I watch recently? There was a cool one I watched on was it on Amazon? I watched something on Amazon recently that I really liked. It's not horror, but it's kind of thriller, and it's called The Girlfriend, and it's really good. It's like I think it's like 6 or 8 episodes. Robin Wright like stars in and directed it, and it's two like a mother and the girlfriend, and we see in every episode each of their perspectives on what's going on, and they're kind of like tug of war on the love of the son that ends in tragedy. And we know it ends in tragedy from the beginning. We just don't know whose tragedy till the end. And it's really good. And another neat thing about it is they decide to go to their family vacation spot a couple times in the show, and it's in Malaga, Spain, which I am very familiar with. Those people that channel know, and they actually shot some in Malaga. Ghoulies, yes, I love Ghoulies. Actually, I like Ghoulies too. Maybe a bit better though. I like all the
Guys,
Ghoulies.
if you want to check out my
Gremlins
horror
Christmas for you.
list, my 6 stages of horror list, which I made this year, you can check May to December, which is number 2 in the middle of the May and December, and you'll find it. They'll have a whole load of movies on there that I'm watching over Halloween. There's 6 lists. That means there's 186 titles altogether.
You know what underrated one that Errol put out? That was way freaking better than I realized it was going to be. That's right here. I love Deadly Games.
I love Deadly Games. I love the ending. I think the ending's hilarious.
It is cool. And by the way, anybody that like the Hammer stuff and stuff like that, get yourself Bloodthirsty Trilogy. This is really fucking good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely. And quite short as well.
Exactly, yeah. It starts off with the Vampire Doll, I think, and goes from there later.
I'm glad you agree for the rest of the soda.
Repulsion
considered a horror film. Do you know I've never watched Repulsion?
It's good. It's there's a Vinegar Syndrome's got like the Roberta Finley version of that, which is also kind of good.
That does need to come out, Alex. I'm actually surprised the Loved Ones hasn't had a deluxe edition yet. It's actually Australian as well, so you'd have thought Umbrella would have released it.
I can't. Umbrella's got to release something down the road. And how many times I watched the Loved Ones, and afterwards I got to go and like listen to Pretty Enough for like, because that's such a good song. That's like when you watch what's the one movie, the invasion movie with the girl and they were in the masks. What the fuck's it called again? The one everybody loves. Ty West actually.
It's about the Undead.
No, it's the invasion movie with the people coming. What guys? What is it? I'm blanking right now, but everybody knows it. It's like one of the
Australian one, right?
No, it's the what am I? Guys, somebody's got to know. Oh my God. It's got the Tilly.
The Birds is classified. I'd say The Birds is classified as a horror film.
You're next. Thank you, and ready. You're next. Thank you.
Oh well, okay, that was a really bad explanation, but yeah, your next is amazing.
Well, he's wearing the wolf mask, the sheep mask, stuff like that, and they got the.
You said mask. You didn't say wolf mask.
Well, undead wouldn't be wolf mask. I was on top.
I thought because we were talking about Australian films. I thought you meant the Australian film where they're
no,
they end up going up and everything.
Special feature commentary. Would you want to? What Spanish? I'm not sure with the fan, but I know that I desperately need to be in a commentary. I know those things are super hard work. But that's my.
Nah, I don't think Remake of the Birds would work now because it'd be too CGI'd.
Well, I think that Birdemic has proven nope.
Now, that being said, 6 of them now and they're making 3 more.
Ready or Not is way better than Your Next, by the way. But both are fun.
Disagree. I disagree with that.
And I'll tell you why. Because Your Next and Ready or Not have one really big thing in common. And that is that their characters, like the family characters, are severely unlikable. But in Ready or Not, they're unlikable in a way that is fun and that they're still unlikable, but they work. I actually didn't like Your Next the first time I saw it because I did not give the family, aside from Barbara Crampton, were so unlikable that I didn't give a shit.
But that's the point. The point is that they're all unlikable, and basically it's an uncomfortable get-together.
But that's the thing. But for me, the first time I saw it, it did make me want to go back and watch it. Whereas with Ready or Not, they were still unlikable, but I enjoyed it more on initial viewing. You can't stand the young ones. The young ones, I get it. I mean, like, I like the young ones. I grew up the young ones. I'm sure Malcolm did as well. But that being said, it's a very specific type of humor that's just not going to work for everybody. It's very in your face. It's very loud. Like, I grew up with the Two Ronnies, which was one of my favorite shows. And I think the Two Ronnies is still so far ahead of its time, so brilliant.
It was, but
I don't think it's going to work for everybody that watches it. But for me specifically, it really worked. Only Fools and Horses really worked. But I've shown people.
That was all during the time of real comedy, though. You don't get that kind of comedy now so much.
We still do. Like, well, here's the thing. Like, look at like in Canada, France, like Schitt's Creek came around, and that again, really good comedy. That is kind of an old school throwback to that style of comedy. Still, when you look at things like Faulty Towers or something like that, or like stuff like Schitt's Creek, that's closer to that than it is to like the more modern stuff. And for what it's worth, although I'm not big on all of it, some of Curb Your Enthusiasm works for me like that. Better than Seinfeld did.
Yeah. I never liked Seinfeld, to be honest. I found it boring. But then I watched it like 10 years ago. I don't know if I'd feel different now.
Hayden hates it. She just says it's like crappy people being crappy, and she doesn't find meanness funny. Bridge 2 is not very good. It's really not very good. I wish I could tell you differently.
Birds 2 is a classic.
It's a classic, all right.
People, buy Birds 2 now. It's a classic, and when you get it, you'll see why it's a classic. Not a good film.
No, you're in the majority, like Kubrick. A lot of people love Seinfeld. Obviously, it did so well. But I'm just not a super fan. I
think you got to remember, everybody likes something, everybody doesn't like something, People like Seinfeld, people like Friends, but people don't like both because they get compared to each other in success.
And it's weird, though.
Basically, the success is different.
Like, they're so different. They're such different, like, shows. Seinfeld and Friends are so not alike. And the type of humor it is. It's like trying to compare, like, Step by Step with The Office. It's very different.
I've never liked It's Sunny in Philadelphia. I remember my cousin, when he first saw it, I think when he was on season 4, years ago. He was like, "You've got to watch this show," and I found it so.
I
You
think
know,
it's good,
I watched episodes later, and I liked some of it, but not enough to want to watch it.
but for me, it's like Sunny in Philadelphia is like Parks and Rec, and it's like The Office. Is that it starts weak, but it gets big. It's once it finds its voice, it gets good.
I like that Acres the movie. That's a great idea.
Yeah, Steve Martin and Dolph Lundgren as fathers. Why not? I mean, like we've gotten what's the one with like Will Ferrell and like as the dad and like
Oh, you talk about Daddy's Home.
yeah,
That's
that's
one of
cool.
my favourite comedies.
Is it really?
Yeah, that number two. I love those movies. I watch them every Christmas. And Step Brothers. I love those three movies. But
I've
I
only
hate
just
Will Ferrell. I've never liked Will Ferrell at all, but I love those three movies that he's in.
I like Will Ferrell, but I don't like that Sherlock Holmes one he did. That like just
I found that hilarious.
I
Especially
couldn't
when
get.
they try and think they've killed the Queen. And when they've got Charlie Chaplin on the boat and all this. I'm
I'll try
laughing
watching
just
it again,
thinking
but when I
about
saw it initially, I didn't like it that much. Like my favorite like comedical like Sherlock Holmes is still gonna be Without a Clue. I
it.
just really like that one with Michael Caine.
Who's gonna watch Repossessed for Halloween? Leslie Nielsen one. Who's gonna watch that? Because I am.
Did you like Repossessed?
I watched it years ago. I can't remember it. That's why I'm gonna watch it now.
Not a favorite. But I gotta ask you, what do you think of the announcements for Vinegar Syndrome this month?
Well, this month, let's say, what did they announce? Sleepless with
Well,
that terrible slipcover. That slipcover looked awful.
which one?
It looked too amateurish to me. Don't get me wrong. I get why, but I just wasn't too keen on it. The Hammer film,
Streetlight?
I'm really excited for.
Uh,
I'm really excited for what were the other two?
like that's the worst cover I've seen for Sleepless. By the way, out of all the covers
Yeah,
I've
it
ever
is the
seen.
worst cover. I
The other
can't
one's
get over it.
Romeo and Juliet and Ruby.
Ruby, I'm excited for. Choma and Julia, not so much. I'm not a massive Choma fan.
Uh,
I don't mind their stuff, but I'd rather have something else, especially in 4K.
I'm going to give you
Um,
the stage for a couple minutes. I have to
okay.
pee.
Sure, enjoy your way. But Ruby I haven't seen, which I'm looking forward to watching because I've wanted to watch it for a while. Um, Striking Distance extended cut. I'd like to see that. An extended cut of Striking Distance. Only friends and so on for two big cities with no. Oh, that's a good point. It was a weird time. It was a weird time when they came out. I tell you, weird time, Ragnar. You know, you won't go over that now. People would be like, "Oh, why's that happening?" And you'd be like, "Oh, we've noticed." I love the movie called Motorhome. The Whiplash. You know, it was fun. I've only seen. But guys, I got this today in the mail, just so you can see it. Let's have a look. Where is it? There it is. Put it in. So, talking about Asian cinema, I picked up The Great Chase, which is a I dropped it. Fucking hell. Give me a minute. So I picked up The Great Chase, which is a really lovely slipcover edition of the Japanese movie starring Asuka Shihome, if I say that right. It's Japanese and it comes with the booklet, this one. So I'm really happy with that. I wanted to buy it because I was worried about possibly going out of print. So excited about that. Let's see. Your favourite three Dustin points. Also, if Dustin said, okay, let's do a commentary. What one you choose to work with one? Okay. Let's say Tootsie, Rain Man, and Billy Bathgate. Reboot Cloverfield. I'd like to see that actually. I think the original Cloverfield was a lot better than the one that came after. partner label, and now it's creepy. Nice upgrade. Do you know what? I wanted to get creepy, but I was like, Eureka might actually release a 4K that, considering they did for Cure. Makes that emergency video game movie adaptation. I think it'd be quite hard to do now if they did a video game, a movie adaptation of it, but I'd like to see that. I found that game a bit when I played it back in the day. Love Go-Go's and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark for Halloween. TV moves and don't forget, yeah, they're all good. Don't be afraid of the dark. Your comment was just held for review, maybe because you said sex. Who's just done a Go-Go's movie and who should direct it? A Go-Go's movie should star, I think it should star a famous MMA fighter called Just Daryl. And I think the person who should direct it should be David Sterling. Guillermo del Toro would be a great director. I do like his work. Hey guys, how are you this evening? I'm doing good, thanks, Cinematech. How are you? Aaron's on the toilet at the moment. He's got bad constipation. So it's going to be a while. Sanctuary series or movie? Series, because the movies. It should be a series, because that would be a great TV series. I'd prefer that to me. I've never seen the Go-Go's TV show, and I was born in 1982. The TV show Go-Go's was fun. You can actually get them on DVD, I think. Ragnar, Vinegar Syndrome really went downhill when they started doing 4Ks. I agree. I feel like the re-releases and many titles that many people would have is very hard and very bad, and the 4Ks for some of the movies are very questionable, Ragnar. Agent 3, he's in the works. What new crime field? What's the new crime field? That'd be fun. I think he's a bit old for it now, maybe, but I'd like to see Jim Carrey do it. Does Malcolm buy anything anyway? Yeah, it's true, I do. So I do buy most of it. Copland, too many flaws? Nah, Copland's all right. It's got issues, but most of the films from that time did, so I enjoy it. Goes to the show, but I'm talking about the Go-Go's horror movie, TV movie. Okay. I was a little bit confused there. Yeah, that's a good movie. I can't believe you've not seen it. Do you have Keeping Up Appearances? I do. I love Keeping Up Appearances. It's a classic. It's a classic TV show. Sadly, she passed away, didn't she? Patricia Routledge. I like Copland. Copland's great. Make Cannibal Run, train and car set, down reenactments, etc. Malcolm used to buy everything. I think it's cut down since he moved. I still buy stuff. I've cut down a little bit. Like this month, I've only bought one movie. So, you know.
I think that's a good thing. Like, well, you've cut down, I've cut down. I think we realize, like, we want to get stuff that we want to get, as opposed to just grabbing everything.
Yeah.
Which can be a bit.
That was like a bloody quick question, man. That answering all those. I'd cast me, Aaron, Alex, Ragnar, Cinematech, and David Sterling.
We need like the sexy Thundercat too.
We do. The sexy Thundercat could be Patricia Routledge.
My better half, like she loves Thundercats. Her sister actually dressed up as that Thundercat character, I think. 1 year for Halloween. Like, she does really good costumes. Like, she makes cakes and stuff like that. She's really kind of like really artistic. She made, but for those that have ever seen the Scream face cake, the ghost face cake that I've shown on my videos sometimes, she made that.
Yeah. The sales lady for Vinegar Syndrome suck. I'm sorry, but there's way too many of them. Yeah, I'm not talking about the mainstream ones. I'm talking about the silly ones that they would do.
I was like totally like when Malcolm would say that, I'd be like, nah, their sales are good. And there's, everybody, there's got to be sales every once in a while. But I agree with Malcolm that their sales are no longer special. They're no longer as good as they used to be, and they're now having a 31 days type of sale right before the Black Friday sale, which makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Does it? It doesn't. Ragnar, I did drop the $300 on the 444 bundle. I have to be honest, Challenge of the Ninja is one of my dream Blu-rays, so I had to buy it. Just glad I didn't buy the hoodie when it was up there because I didn't know it was even existed until after. So yeah, I don't get why they do a sale before the sale. So
I would like it's getting to the point, Malcolm, where there's less times that they don't have a sale than they do have a sale.
exactly, that's what it feels like. So it doesn't make it. So this is what I like about Indicator. Indicator has 2 sales a year. They might have a flash sale for like a day, right? But I love the fact that it's 2 times a year. You know when it's going to happen in the month. You don't know the exact time, but you know it's going to be normally March or October time.
Doesn't
And
Imprint do
when
that
this, say that again.
Doesn't Imprint do that? Kind of do that too, like do a November sale.
Yeah,
And
their Black Friday sales are some of the best sales, if you ask me. Because I've bought titles off them, like big bundle sets, doing Black Friday of like 6 films for like $80.
I hope I have money during that time period because there's like some nice stuff that I'd like to get.
Mike Weston, well, what do you have him do first?
Some of his best movies.
Okay, but I'll tell you what I'd make him do. I'd make him do an adult feature with Jamie Gillis, and I would make him do all these really, really dirty things and star in it.
I don't know.
I've got that set.
Comedy, actually. John Ford was like very good with comedy, but it's really kind of underrated. It's like John Wayne like made a lot of good westerns, but A Quiet Man is probably one of John Wayne's best films, and it's not western.
It is definitely one of his best films. John Ford's a fantastic director, but doesn't get talked about enough.
Oh, I agree. There's a lot of directors out there that don't get talked about enough. Like the amazing director of Things. Like who? You know,
nobody knows who the hell that guy is, do they?
I'm Canadian. I barely know who that guy is, so that's saying something.
Quiet Man is good. Do you know it was thanks to my wife I watched Quiet Man for the first time because she said it was Maureen O'Hara, wasn't it? And that.
My dad actually was like Quiet Man's his favorite, like John Wayne film, and that's how I found about it. Make New Double Indemnity. They actually already did sort of, but that's Richard Crenson. Yes, I did actually. Obviously, I just mentioned that. I didn't read the last year of your thing there, but I don't know. I could see it. Who'd you get for Double Indemnity? I mean, like in the day, although it didn't work for his movie career, I did think Dave Caruso probably could have worked in that genre. I know Jade didn't work for a lot of people, or like not Jade, but what's the one with you did with Nicolas Cage? Tonight I'm like fried a bit when it comes to that type of stuff. But it was a remake of the Richard Widmark film, where the guy he pushes the guy down the girl down the stairs. Guys, like I am like my mind is in a fog tonight.
Yeah, it's late, yeah, so bear with us, guys.
Yeah, and I haven't been feeling the greatest today, so
it's a big thing for you guys. I saw ET an anniversary screening when I was 10, and they gave us all goodie bags, right? And when we left the cinema or theatre, all I kept saying was ET phone home constantly for like 2 days. Edward G. Robinson. Double Indemnity is one of my favourite movies of all time.
Double Indemnity is fantastic.
That was the movie that made me realise that I wanted Barbara Stanwyck to shag me. And I won't care what age she was at the time, because I wanted to be with her. To this day, I still want to be with her.
She was one of my big crushes.
Barbara Stanwyck is the sexiest thing going.
I was kissed to death.
But it's such a sad life, though. When you read her Wikipedia, it's such a sad life. You know?
Spielberg? You mean like, what is Spielberg's best movie to you? I think everybody has a different one.
There was one I watched recently.
Yeah, Rick Mature was in Kiss to Death. He did the
Spielberg, so E.T. Why am I not remembering? Okay, but Barbara Stoke's ravishing. She is ravishing. My favourite Steven Spielberg film. What would it
It's
be?
not 1941, is it?
I'm trying to think.
Mine is. It's easy. I'm going to give you the most basic answer. I'll give mine right away.
Go on.
Jaws. I think Jaws is a perfect film, and I think he's made films that are just as good, or maybe in some metrics better. But for me, if you ask me which Spielberg movie I watched the most, and that I probably got the most enjoyment out of, it's still gonna be Jaws. Like Schindler's List is a fantastic film.
Schindler's List is fantastic. That's probably one of them for me.
But like, if I'm gonna go with the top one that I watch over and over again, it goes back to Jaws. Close Counter is great. E.T. is great, but yet I always go back to Jaws. It's just one of those amazing films, and the fact of the way that it's done, the way that it's paced, I don't know. I'm like, we've seen a lot of shark. Obviously, we've seen a lot of shark movies since then, but I don't think we've still seen as many good shark movies, or ones that can be paced as leisurely as Jaws and still be entertaining.
You're joking. There's billions of better ones. All in Italy. All in Italy.
They're films. They have sharks. They
What about that one with what's her name in it? Ryan Reynolds' wife.
So there's a difference between so good is bad, so bad's good, and good films.
To answer your question, acres of movies, yes. Swordfish to me is one of the best movies of all time. Comes down to nostalgia for me. There you go, Jurassic Park. See, for me, I'm going to be honest here. For me, I always forget more about the mainstream directors for some reason.
The Minority Report's underrated, by the way. I like Minority Report.
Minority Report is, for me, it's a good film, but it's a film that could have been so much better than it was. That's my view. I know a lot of people like that film.
Agreed. I agree. It could be so much better than this, but I still think for what it is, it's
and
so
for
much
the time it was made.
Yeah. Especially when you're like watching those Apple Vision things now, and you're like, shit, that's Minority Report. Because that's the first thing I saw when Apple Vision came out, and they showed like you doing the keyboard like on the desk and like moving all these screens across. Who didn't think Minority Report when watching that?
That's true. I mean, when you read things and watch things, it's crazy when you see how they are in the future. It's just weird.
Scream Factory's
well done for getting the Hammer films for $15, Ragnar. Hook is good. I like Hook. It's one of those films that I enjoy as a guilty pleasure kind of film because it's just fun. I remember it as a kid.
What movie?
Hook.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Let's see. I thought you said something wrong with Rock, and I'm thinking, like, what movie is that?
Hook. Yeah, because I'm loving these questions, like, as the movies.
Oh, you should have been here the other night. Some incredible questions.
He appears again today. What do you cast the second Samantha Morton in? Probably Spielberg's worst film is The Terminal. Make Wall Street 3. I don't know if Wall Street 3 needs to happen. I think it would be a direct-to-video movie, that one. Because I think the other two worked really well. But I really loved the first one. I didn't mind The Terminal. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't think it was that memorable either.
I don't know what to cast Samantha Morton in. I'm going to guess that you said Samantha Morton because of like the Minority Report.
Oh, Ragnar's calling you out.
For what?
Jaws isn't the best movie about sharks. What is it, Ragnar? What's the best movie? Is it Jaws 2?
I want to hear. The Jaws book is shit, by the way. Don't never read the book Jaws because it is a horrible. Peter Benchley is not a great writer, and that's a horrible book. Talk about a film being way better than the source material.
Piranha.
My better half would agree with you. I don't agree with you, but my better, because one, piranhas not but sharks, just it's piranhas, so it fails in that concept. But my better half would call like Piranha one of her favorite films, and my better half, by the way, is a marine biologist. So there you go. That's what she studied.
Make Jaws futuristic movie, Jaws 2000. So it could be a metal shark.
No, like I think.
Yeah.
like any shark movie coming
Mecha
out now,
Shark versus Deadly Shark. There you go.
I think it's almost impossible to make a serious shark movie at this point because there's been so many crazy ones. Contact was
Oh, you
serious.
just need to watch real life and see someone get their leg bit off, and you change your mind on wanting to see them.
Well, my better half, here's the thing, my better half loves sharks. And when she was studying for meteorology, before she came to Newfoundland, Canada, she was originally going to go to Australia. And her thing there was if she would have went to Australia, she had the opportunity to swim with the sharks there, which she wanted to do. She's a very good swimmer, diver. Like, you know, she's got her diving certificate. So she wanted to swim with the sharks. She wanted to study sharks because she thinks sharks are, thanks unfortunately, movies like Jaws are much more maligned than they actually really are. So yeah, she's actually a big shark fan. Read that stepchild,
There you
Dave
go.
Cruz.
Ghost Shark mentioned. You've seen Ghost Shark, haven't you, Evan?
Yep. That's how Sharker says. I enjoy them, but they're not good, but they're fun.
Too male centric. No great roles for women in it. Sorry, Lorraine Gray.
I can't disagree, but in a you know, at a time when we have got like Fried Green Tomatoes and like so many like great amazing female centric films, I think it's okay to have like just a male centric film that deals with that aspect of it. It's okay to have male centric films, have female centric films.
My view's this.
They don't always have the
There's
balance.
not enough. My view's this. If there's not enough female nudity in a film, then they haven't respected the women enough. Especially if you watch Killer Nun.
There's one that doesn't have enough. Thank you very much. That's
Well, you're not about. There's a lot of nudity in that movie.
It is a film that was, when I saw Killer Nun, I'll tell you, I'll go, and I have it in my collection. I got the Seamus one. I was along the lines of like, this is going to be really sleazy, and I got in. This is not sleazy enough for me. I do not feel that this has been.
You don't remember that big bush?
It's not sleazy enough. I'm sorry. It's not.
That big bush and those beautiful bosoms. That woman alone makes up for the whole film.
Which played the Melanie Griffith role in the new Bonfire of the Vanities adaptation. A lot of people are going to say Sydney Sweeney, but I don't think so. You know, could do it. Sabrina Carpenter. Because before she was a singer, she was an actress, and she has a very good sense of humor.
Yeah, people seem to forget, but she was in that Girl Meets World show.
Yeah, like that's when my kids were a little bit older, but my cousin used to watch a lot of those like comedy shows, and he actually like turned me on to that show, which is actually pretty funny for one of those type of shows. And she was definitely
watching it. I tried watching it because I was a big fan of Boy Meets World, so I tried watching it.
It's very different,
but I thought I was too old for it, to be honest.
Me too. But when I did watch it, I felt I usually went towards the Ryder Strong centric episodes because I'm a big fan of Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World. But Sabrina Carpenter stood out. I did not know that Sabrina Carpenter when I found out the singer. I did not put two and two together at the beginning. I did not understand. But I do think she's great.
So to answer your question, because my favourite was Warner Brothers Cinema before it turned into View. I used to love going in there and seeing all the Warner Brother figures and that outside and on the thing when cinemas actually felt better. And one of my favourite rom-coms of the 90s has to be the what's it called? It's got Meg Ryan in it, and her and is it? What's that?
When Harry Met Sally?
No, it's got yeah, I just mentioned Killer Nun, Kubrick. It's the one with I think it's Matthew Broderick in it. When they both want to get even with their exes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Actually, I like that film. Clueless. Clueless is really good. I love Clueless, actually.
I can't remember the name of it right now. Addicted to Love. That's the one. That's the one.
That's a good film.
To Love. I love that film. I love that film.
I would say You Got Mail. I like the original You Got Mail way better than I like the remake, actually. That was called Shop Around the Corner, right? The original for You Got Mail was Shop Around the Corner?
Yeah. The Shop Around the Corner was the one with James Stewart now.
Clueless. I gotta watch. I'm definitely gonna rewatch Clueless because it was sent to me. That's one of the review copies that I got was from Paramount. And the 4K Clueless. I'm so excited to actually get that in my collection because I really like that film. I actually like the TV series too. I really wish they put out the TV series. I'm hoping because I know that fifth season is putting out the first 2 seasons of the Newsroom. Well, the one
Oh, that's
no,
cool.
Newsroom, the morning show. And the 5th season has been like saving shows that were primarily just streaming shows, like
Yeah.
the like C and stuff like that. So, and I got sent C, and I really like that show. So I'm really hoping and praying, crossing my fingers that they send me the morning show because I like that show a
Well, we
lot.
can hope so. That's a good show.
And getting it on Blu-ray is nice. I'm glad. Anytime that like something was like primarily just streaming, like Hush, for instance, the Scream Factory saved, and it gets a Blu-ray release, I'm always for that.
I think that's always a blessing, to be honest.
French Kiss
John Falls says he wants to remake the Italian Job again. What do you say? I say yes, because the first remake was nowhere as good as the original. And then a Meg Ryan box set made, Prelude to a Kiss, French Kiss, Stick to Love ASAP. That would be nice, actually. Maybe Severin could do a box set. Did you see the announcement for their next box set?
No, I haven't. What to say?
They put a trailer up, and it's got a whole load of, from what I gathered, a whole load of Spanish horror movies in it. Yeah. Then that's this soon. It was on their 7th page. I'm surprised you didn't see it.
Dude, when was it announced?
It was supposed to be just a list of titles, so I'm guessing. It might be European horror, but it looked good. It's not announced officially, but they did put a trailer up saying coming soon.
I want the Emmanuel set, not that much. Yeah,
I'm definitely going to buy that at some point.
I don't think it's going to be first day one. Like, I don't need this day one, but I'm like you eventually.
A filler 4-pack from the 80s and 90s.
It's hard.
The Enemy. Scene with the Enemy.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of ones that haven't been, like released in like bigger editions.
Has Hand Rock's Cradle got a good edition yet? Because I don't have it if it does.
What's that?
Have we got a good edition of Hand Rock's Cradle yet?
No, I won't say so. I think a Blu-ray came out, but it was a very basic one.
Because I like that.
Desperate Measures.
Project Virgin. I like his acting.
I would have said Scream for Help, but Shoutface you released that.
Yeah, a good one. Michael Winner, there's the sleazy one not released.
There's only one bit of nudity in it, though.
But it's sleazy in a different way. Michael Winner's films are always at a different type of sleazy.
Not enough sleazy, but there's no... To be fair, that bit...
Sleazy doesn't have any nudity.
To be fair, I will say that scene, I did pause that quite a bit back in the day.
I did not know Ernie Hudson was subbed in the Sleeping with the Enemy. Sleeping with in Hand Rock's Cradle.
Sleeping with the Enemy is a really good film. And Lawful Entry, I love that film. Ray Liotta, Kurt Russell, phenomenal.
You know what needs a really good release? Just watch me. That title that I can't remember the name of, it definitely is a good release. But no, it's Consenting Adults. I freaking love
that would be good. That needs one.
I know that one of the actors is kind of like on the no list right now, but Kevin Kline isn't. And I love Kevin Kline, and I really think he's good in Consenting Adults. I think that's a really good film.
I don't get these no lists. I mean, I get that people have done things and they don't want them to be thinking, but at the end of the day, it's more than one person that was in the film and made the film. That's my only complaint.
The thing. Like, a film is a collaborative effort, and I would understand. Like, I get, like, if somebody says, like me, for instance, says, "Never put out Clown House." Yes, because that's a crime scene film. That's like, but for me, that's like putting out snuff film. You don't do it. You don't do that. But other films,
I like that film.
It's not very good. It's really not. I mean,
I really liked
objectively,
it.
it's not a very good film. I'm like Sam
I
Rockwell.
mean, to be fair, I liked it before I knew the full story behind it. So if I
Same,
watched it now, would I have a different view of it? Do you know what I mean?
you will, trust me. But here's the
But
thing:
I
I
did
did not know the
enjoy
full
it.
story. I did not know the full story when I saw it. I didn't know the full story till after Jeepers Creepers came out. But when I saw it, I was weirded out so much. Like I turned it off a couple times because like there's like the underwear scene and all that stuff, and I'm like, something's not right here with the way this film is shot. It's like it's something feels wrong.
So
I
let me
felt
ask you this: if Vinegar Syndrome tomorrow released that on 4K,
I would
all
not buy
right,
vinegar soon. Um,
would you just stop buying Vinegar Syndrome altogether?
Probably. Uh, because for me, that would mean, and for like any company that I like that would put that out, there's inherent like for me that means that there's a ride that I will take with you, and there's a jump off point when it comes to anything. So I don't think there's any other film that they could put out that would make me feel that way. But for that particular film, because of what was done within the film on the set, like with that camera that shot that film,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Um, and whether it's Vinegar Syndrome, if Imprint put it out, if like Umbrella put it out, same thing. I'm sorry, there's level where I feel like okay, there's other things you could put out, there's better things you could put out. Once you do that, I'll lose my respect for you.
I tell you
Like
what
I'll be
does
honest.
need a deluxe. I tell you what does need a super deluxe edition. And interviewed with the director, the Jeepers Creepers movies. That director's great, isn't he?
Those got deluxe editions. I bought them for 50 cents.
Oh, don't forget Mystic River. That's a fantastic one as well, Acres.
That is a good one too. Consenting Adults at Rebecca Miller. I forgot that.
Mm.
Arlington Road, great. Sleepers, yes. The Minus Man, Lone Star, yes. Lone Star's got John Sayles. So much. There's so many great thrillers out there. But what beats the body chemistry in Night Eyes films? Come on, seriously. Love me some body chemistry. Love me some Night Eyes. I finally got to watch the documentary.
Oh,
The
what the
We
one?
Make
What
It.
one that was released through the partner labels?
Yeah, the erotic thriller one.
Did you like it?
I loved it. It was like over 3 hours long.
I told you you
Um,
would.
yeah, it's like right up my alley. And I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, I told you it would when it came out.
But yeah, and it made me like realize that what the hell, Vinegar Syndrome, like this is what you should be doing.
Oh, coin that
Yeah,
Francis
Alex, you're right,
Coppola.
man. The only reason that like he got to make movies is because of Francis Ford Coppola and his Roman. They're very good friends.
Francis Ford Coppola. He co-directed The Terror
Which
with Boris Karloff. It was one of his early films.
a lot of people directed the Terror. Actually, that was like such a mess of like film.
Mm.
I think like Nicholson directed that too, and the Favre's Alien documentary. It was sent to me. I got like not sent to me, but the fact that it was available. So and you watch my videos. At the beginning of my videos, there's like an opening, and the music is done by Jamie Blanks, who did Urban Legend. And Jamie Blanks is the one that let me know that Aliens documentary existed. So I went looking for it after that. Snake Eyes does have special edition, and I love Snake Eyes. Actually, it's underrated Palmer film. Oh, you should see Body Heat. It's an amazing film. Crimes of Passion I watched actually yesterday, again for the first time. Not for the first time because I watched so many times, but for the first time since I got the Arrow release.
Mm.
But yeah, Body Heat's really good.
I haven't seen the 5 Hour Aliens documentary. Is that from the same people that did In Search of Darkness?
No, it's from different people. I think it's really good. Though. You'll really like it actually.
Mm.
Like I was sent.
To
I think me and so Piz too, were like when it came out, like Jamie was really excited about it, so he sent us messages on like the documentary, and I'm like, yeah, I got to see that.
That's cool.
Though I sadly
Good
haven't seen it
Snake
in a
Eyes
long time,
features.
wasn't Arrow put out Snake Eyes?
I thought it was Kino that put out Snake Eyes.
Maybe you're right. I'm checking now. Actually, it probably is Kino. To be honest with you, because Kino does like good restoration stuff like that. What the blue hell is happening here tonight?
I liked Eyewitness Acres.
That's You're right, man.
It would be interesting to see if they did remake it. There's a lot of films that could be remade, I think, but the question is, do we actually want a remake? That's the question.
Well, I know one thing that shouldn't have been made. War of the Worlds.
Yes.
On a camera.
Yes.
Did you watch it? I actually watched it.
Yes. I didn't. I wasn't very enlightened by it.
Robodog's
that way.
Apparently really cool.
Yeah, I this is one with Sigourney Weaver, unless it's the other one with the boy from Melody and Oliver Twist, but I doubt that's the one because it's about the news, so it would make sense it's Eyewitness with Sigourney Weaver. Who should be the Spencer Tracy role in a Mad, Mad, Mad World new one? I'm so glad you brought up Spencer Tracy. What a fantastic actor.
What an underrated actor too, and such a shame that he is that underrated. But there's no Spencer Tracy. So I'm sure if they made something like that now, they'd like use Henry Cavill or something like that. But I would, it'd be kind of cool to use. And he's gotten like more of his roses now. As Devon Sawa has been starting to get like a bit of a comeback. So a very different choice. But I do think that he can do stuff like that. That he does need that. But there's better actors for that. But then
I would pick. I'd pick the bald guy was in The Office. You know, the big guy. I'd pick him. He could play that well. It's 9:05. Get Pesky on steroids and pair him up versus Sly on Dolph. Sly. Sly, that's the movie we need to see. We need to see that. I want to see Pesky on steroids as the character from Raging Bull against Sly.
Champagne was at the festival. So who's also finally getting like the recognition now is Kevin Bacon. I think Kevin Bacon's ready for a nice comeback.
I saw about Kevin Bacon actually earlier with Donna saying about how he was fantastic in Hollow Man, and she was like, "Wow, he was in Hollow Man." I went, "Yeah,
he was,"
but she didn't remember.
He is Hollow.
That's what I mean.
That is I like that film actually. The sequel with Christian Slater. Do you like?
That's awful. Oh, that's painful to watch. That's such a painful movie.
I got that one for free, so I'm kind of glad I did.
Oh,
I got a nice Silver Color Man though from Mill Creek, from back in the Mill Creek days before they were taken by Alliance, which was I'm glad actually worked really well.
Penn or him, or maybe Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck's amazing. I've always been a big fan of Tom Selleck.
Do you watch Blue Bloods?
No, but I've seen episodes of it.
Yeah, I've seen clips. I cannot even say I've seen episodes. That's like
it always looks so cheesy to me.
Like 911 is like one of those shows where I see clips. I'm like, did that really happen in that show?
You're like, is this a skit?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm watching TV. I'm watching the Hollyoaks episodes, right? And I switch over to another channel for after Hollyoaks is over, and they're showing like an ad for 911. It's a crossover, and I kid you not, there's 911 it's done so much, but it goes where it's never gone before. And it shows meteors coming down.
What?
Yes, there's like meteors coming down out of the sky. And they're like, "Hey, get inside. Get cover for meteors."
So that explains why. That explains why the latest season has them in space.
Yes, that's the thing. Afterwards, it shows 911 finally goes to space. I'm like, were people like wondering that? Was that going in people's minds? You know that nut show about 911 calls? What with the space? Who was having that conversation?
Silly.
That's a crazy show. The 911 like Lone Star is super insane. Like the crazy.
That's got Rob Lowe in there now.
It does, yeah. It actually, and what's her face? Jennifer Love Hewitt does one of those 911 shows. Popcorn too, yes.
I didn't know she was in it.
I love Popcorn. I would love Popcorn too. When I watch a show, I'll just say that. I know. I bet I know what you're talking about, and I understand. Uh, it's hard with the China, but
Tunis,
I like
hold
it.
on my side, no hornet, nice and full. What's those you're choosing instead of Hollywood? Also, that's easy. I would pick Sean Connery, and as the young guy, I would pick a very young Vin Diesel.
Well, I'm gonna go with for the young guy. I'm gonna go with Matt Smith because I think it'd be really good.
Oh, Matt Smith.
And for the old guy, I'm gonna go. I'm doubling up on Doctor Who. I'm gonna say David Tennant.
But they're not that much in age difference.
Oh, they are actually. David Tennant
They
just
can't
looks
be.
really good for
They
his age.
can't be.
Yeah, just look it up.
High Road to China is good. I enjoyed it a lot, Kubrick.
Mia Goth. Oh, I love Mia Goth. So love Mia Goth. She's so underrated. She should be talked about more.
I think she's overrated, but yeah.
Really? I don't think she. Like who?
Her and Jenna Ortega, I think they're both overrated.
I don't think anybody talked about Mia Goth. Like I don't know anybody talked about her. Like Jenna Ortega. Like I love Mia Goth. Yeah, I get. I know some people. Yeah, you're right. Maybe some people would consider, it, but I like her. Lindsay Lohan. I love Lindsay Lohan. I think she's had a big career comeback with Freakier Friday.
It's nice that she's had to come back because at one point she was doing like Hallmark style movies for Netflix. So it's nice to see her actually in, you know.
I like The
It's quite a
Hills.
sad story, really, with her.
Yeah, a lot of people when like they had the youth, like it's unfortunately. Canyons. Thank that's one. I love Canyons. Thank you, Kubrick. I like Canyons.
Is that the one with James Dean in it, the porn star?
Yeah,
that was unwatchable. That was unwatchable.
Obviously, I've watched it several times, so it's not unwatchable.
Just because she gets her things out doesn't make it a good movie.
Oh, that's not why. Well, that's why I initially watched it.
That's half a star movie. That movie sucked.
You got to give it a rewatch. Give it a rewatch.
Awful. How about Coldplay? Has anybody watched the Coldplay trilogy?
Yeah.
What do you think of them?
First two are incredible. Coldplay 2 is superior to Coldplay 1. And it is just an amazing sequel. Coldplay 3 sucks ass. The prequel's not very good, though. I waited so long to see it. Maybe I hyped it up too much, mad because I liked the first two so much. But I didn't like the third one. The first two were really good. Though they weren't called Coldplay. They're called Fritville when I saw them.
Yeah, they're called Fritville, yeah. That's their original name because they're Norwegian, aren't they?
Yeah, because I saw them before they came out on Blu-ray.
I watched the third one today for the first time.
How'd you find it?
I found it to be very, very boring.
Yeah.
I didn't think the kills were boring. The story was boring. The ending was stupid. There wasn't much tension. It just didn't work the same as the other two. Sadly. But I was glad I finally got to see it because it's so hard to find with subtitles.
But that's the thing. When I originally bought the set here in Morocco. First time I was in Morocco, right? At Virgin. And I got there and like part 1, English subtitles. Part 2, English subtitles. Part 3, no subtitles. So I'm so pissed off. So I had to wait even longer to get it. I found subtitles online. And I checked it out that way. But I was not impressed.
Yeah.
I would not know who to cast.
I do. Malcolm X. I play Malcolm X, right? Because that's based on me. And everybody else can be the haters.
Who'd you get on? Like really? Like I mean, if he was still around, obviously the guy from Black Panther could have done it.
You're being Chad Berwick.
Yeah. I could really see him.
I'll tell you would. I tell you, I think would be great as Malcolm X. Right. The guy. What's his name? Is it John Boyega?
You think John Boyega? I can kind of see it.
I think he would be good. I think he'd be good in it. I don't know if he'd be the best role, but I think he'd be good in it.
Like I wanted to say Michael B. Jordan, but I think that's like too what everybody would say.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna choose, if I got to choose somebody from like Black Panther, Winston Duke.
Okay. That's good.
Because he does play more of that like tougher guy role. Or Winston Duke, when you think of like Winston Duke, maybe he could do a film about Black Panthers, because he has that kind of like he's got that style. You can see him doing.
Have you seen the BFI Nosferatu and the 4Ks? Have you seen
I
the
haven't.
AI
I've
stuff?
heard a lot of horrible stuff about the Nosferatu one. I don't know about the gore.
I've looked into it because they're two films I'd have picked up on 4K, and it's shocking. If I'm telling you this right now, if BFI actually used AI, which it definitely seems like they did, that to me is destroying their reputation. Because to me,
horrible.
BFI is what Criterion was in England and the UK
Yeah.
before Criterion was over it. So, to use
Yeah.
AI like that is massive step down. It's going to hurt your fan base, especially for two films like that.
Like, I know my dad was going to buy it, and I looked into it. And I'm like, Dad, don't buy it. Like, he said, it's fairly cheap. And I'm like, no, don't pick it up. I said, it looks like it's really bad. You're better off getting the old Screen Factory Blu-ray over like something like that. Because we're talking about, by the way, it's the Herzog one. In case people
also, I was very disappointed if it was Nosferatu and not Nosferatu in Venice, because everybody knows Nosferatu in Venice is the only Nosferatu movie that matters, because Nosferatu in that actually lives every man's dream and does what we all wanted Nosferatu to do in the original movie. No, it's despicable, though, to be honest. It's just a shame, because I just feel like it's going to hurt them more than anything, and it makes you worry about the future releases they do.
Well, look at the Tilly Norwood like controversy. Let's like touch on that for a second, Malcolm. For those that aren't aware, Tilly Norwood is the first AI-generated actress, and she is being represented now by actual Hollywood agents, and people are excited to get her in films. There's been a massive pushback on that, and it is. Have you seen it? Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me, because I'll find a picture of her. It's fucking scary, man. And this is the start. This is not like the end of it. This is the start of it.
Well, they originally started it, but everyone's looking up. They originally started with this whole "we're gonna buy your voice" crap, right? And nobody wanted that, because they said, "Oh, it's gonna take away from actual actors." So now they're going one step up with AI actors and actresses.
There we go. This is right there. So that's Tilly Norwood. I note that
I've got to zoom in on this.
They've chosen.
Bloody hell, hello. Will she be doing adult scenes?
That's what.
If she is, I might actually care more about her being in them.
That's what bothers me. Is that I think that they could go that way, in the fact that she's a younger looking actress, around like maybe 20s, maybe 20.
And she'll never age.
Yeah, and she'll do scenes that other actresses may not feel comfortable with. And
I like it personally.
Really bothers me. It bothers me that they do that one that actresses will have parts taken away from them. It also bothers me that they may be able to get away with doing things that they shouldn't do, that other actresses won't do. But they won't do for a reason. It's not like they don't just want to do it. It's like, no, this is not good. This is not comfortable. This is not the right way to do this thing.
But how are they going to pay this AI actress? Like, what do they pay her with? Because surely she needs to. Is she going to get clothes and?
Well, she actually has, she has a creator, and obviously the one that created the program for her is the one that will actually get some money. And the agency sends her out. She gets paid, I guess, a lot less than a regular actress would get paid, but it goes to the programmer. And I think that there's a lot of good stuff that AI can do. I think that ChatGPT, there's a lot of good stuff that can do. I'm not a hater on AI as in general, but
that's why they buy. Sorry, Aaron. I just want to say, but that's why they want to buy the rights to people's voices, so that they can do that stuff.
Yeah, but I do think that something like this is very much a step too far, and that it's really, like, in a lot of ways, like if you put out a thumbnail with AI on it because you're not good at thumbnail, I get it. I did like YouTube put it like YouTube like what's it AI thumbnails or like Chat GPT thumbnails, and I just clicked on one once on one of my videos just to see, okay, what does this do? But normally what I do is I make my own thumbnail, and yeah, okay, can you tell my thumbnails suck ass? That's why you can tell. I'm being honest, man. But I don't like begrudge anybody to utilize something in the right way. Office work, there's a lot of stuff that Chat GPT can use to help like get out a lot of like these really kind of formula
Yeah.
type like emails and stuff like that. Because let's be honest, there was always before AI, there was always like the mass form type
Sure.
emails that you put stuff into. So that's just like an addition to that. I don't think that AI should be taking creative places.
I'll be
think
honest.
let's make it easier for people to do creative things, not to take away from creative things.
I'll be honest. I think AI would be good. Like if something happened to a loved one, I'd like to get an AI version of them.
You see Shrouds yet? by the way?
What's that?
You see Shrouds yet? David Cronenberg Shrouds.
No, not yet.
Ruth.
I know you recommend it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'd love to go to a Toho cinema.
I love this comment radio. I got to put this out. Pay the cookies. I got it.
Jelly beans, I hate. I like the jelly beans in a boy and his blob. Villain, Mount Rushmore. Golden Bennett.
Oh, that's depends on what type of genre you're talking for thrillers. Like,
Yeah,
if we're
that's
talking
what I mean.
like talking like thrillers, like stuff, then you're gonna put people in
We
there.
are AI, Kubrick. We are AI. Aaron has got so rich, right? For now, he just sits there as an AI, right? And I'm sitting here. I'm not rich enough yet, so I'm talking to the AI. But am I an AI as well? Pretending that I'm not an AI because, you know, we move really weird. We go,
Are we all AI? And we're just like in the Matrix type thing, right? You never know.
yeah.
Especially
Would be amazing if when we die, right? Like when we die in
75.
person here, but we actually wake up in the Matrix bit, right? And we're taken out of it, and it turns out that we have to die again in that world before whatever happens.
That's kind of cool. Actually, I like that. Make new Blob. Actually, no, make a sequel to the '80s Blob that should have been made, because that ends up with some cool sequel bait, and I would love to see that actually, because we get the kind of the gone crazy like.
There is a remake of the Blob. It's right here. Look at this. Blob, 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 blob.
Getting your UK 4K release, Kevin. That's actually I really like the shows. I got to see it with Cronenberg.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Actually, I'm gonna name drop. Doing some name dropping here. Ready for this? Ready? I got to see the Shrouds with Cronenberg, Diane Kruger, Sean Penn, and Andrew Garfield in the audience. I'm proud of me.
But did you meet any of them and shake their hands?
Not for them. I could have, but I did go to talk to some of the people that worked on. There's actually some films that from Morocco. The what's it called? The Shred.
Mainly in Las Vegas prequel, based in more on the book and the writer's writings and reality Hollywood. Where did I get horror from? Reality Hollywood, development of his stories and what goes wrong, etc.
Maybe. Leaving Las Vegas is kind of.
I'm starting to wish you were a movie director, because I tell you, all these prequels and sequels would be amazing to say.
Make Close Counter sequel and resurrect Richard Dreyfuss. Yes,
I'll have a look at that, Kevin. I'll probably have a look and see about getting the Shrouds because I've heard it's really good.
It's a very personal film. Understand going into this, that's very different. His wife had passed away, and is very much a film that he's dealing with his wife's passing throughout the film, and it's so obvious. And once you get to the ending, and it's really strange, and you're like not sure. Like me and my better half got out of the film, we weren't sure. We like, did we enjoy the end of that film? That was really odd ending.
Yeah, didn't you say afterwards you guys clocked it when you were sitting there going, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, so we're not sure. We're sitting down, we're having lattes, and we're at Dip and Dip, which is a cafe across the road from the festival, because we sat at a film festival. And we're sitting down and we're talking about it. And so Hin said, I can't say because it gives away the film. She said that movie, he made a film about, and she says this sentence, and it hit me in the like a punch in the gut. And I'm like, oh my god, that's exactly what this film is. This is why he made this film, and it made me both sad and recontextualize everything that I'd seen. And I'm like, I know why he had to make this.
I
So glad I got to see it.
I'll tell you another personal film to him, which I really relate to. Crash.
Crash is a great film.
I really
Crash.
relate to that movie. I actually cry at some points in that movie because I feel so attached to the characters. Because of just because you look at it and you see it, you can look at it as an over-sexualized movie, but at the same time, you can look at it as a movie about people that are really messed up and they've got this thing going on and you feel it and the emotion, the pain.
Very
You
much
know.
so. I mean, like, there's like the eroticism of it, but that's not about that's what the film's about.
Yeah.
That's just part and parcel part of the film. Unfortunately, my edition of Crash is a 4K from Arrow, and there is some authoring issues with freezing up and stuff with that one.
It will be. I can tell
now,
this right now, Ken. It will be. BFI's Eyes Without Face will be a disaster because it's coming out around the same time. If they push that back, that means they're refixing it, I reckon.
Do we know who did the work on this? Because when people talk about like, oh, it doesn't matter who does the authoring of a film, or like that's not a big deal, and like when I picked up the Halloween set, one of the things that I looked at right away was like Fit Out Emotions doing is working on the new like encoding of it, and that was a big deal for me. Pretty sure this is not Fit Out Emotion, or it would be a much different type of thing. I will pay more for a film that has a better transfer rather than I'd pay for it twice or I have to get it sent back.
That's easy. That's easy, Acres. For me, it'd be Enter the Ninja. I'd love to do a commentary on Enter the Ninja, and I'd love to do a commentary on Ilsa.
Ilsa?
Actor Star Wars, Franco Nero. Franco Nero, and if she weren't dead, Lena Romay.
I think Kino put out Silent Partner. I'm pretty sure they did. So it will be that one for sure. Again, Conexploitation. It's one of my specialties. And for a second one, I would love to have done something for their Kolchak release when they put out the Kolchak, the TV series. I don't know, preferably on either Chopper or on the Tom Skerritt episode with the politician. One of those two.
And I think they will. I think they will release Ilsa on 4K as well. And I think they'll do it probably in a set.
There's been an issue getting all of them out for Kino, by the way. That's why they haven't put it. They initially wanted to do a set. I think they're going to put them together as a set down the road. But right now, rather than not release anything after so long, they're releasing them.
The thing with Kino is their sets aren't exactly great anyway. They're normally just slid into a cheap plastic cardboard box.
But to be fair, for the longest time, that's what sets were. Like some of my favorite sets that I got in my collection are the Warner Brothers sets, and literally that's like 4 or 5 movies put into a box. That's really good. Standard editions of all the Umbrella releases are the films without all the jazz stuff. And for people that like say, like for you, for instance, you said like I don't want the Halloween with the pumpkin and stuff like that. But if you get at a significant like reduced cost without that stuff, with the new transfers and like the extra features and 25 years of tear and stuff like that, would you pick that up? Because that's the thing. It's nice that there's different options out there for people.
Yeah, because I would 100% be ready for that if Robert Duvall wasn't there and it was Nicole Kidman and she was in sheer lingerie.
Well, Tom Cruise is not going to hire Nicole Kidman.
Things is Vinegar Syndrome.
It's Things is Severin. It's for Intervision. It's from 1989. It's a Canadian exploitation film, and it's not very good, but it's so good it's bad. Amber Lynn, porn star Amber Lynn is in it, but she doesn't do any nude or anything like that. She reads the news. Yeah,
lovely.
That's what Things says.
Repurposed Charlie Chan as a new hero for the 21st century.
It's about time, and get somebody that's actually of Asian origin to play Charlie Chan rather than like Swedish. So let's do Charlie Chan right.
As I met Tom Cruise, he signed my Kubrick box set. I saw him at the Jacob Burns Film Centre when he was promoting Joe Richard. That's really
What a
cool.
weird choice.
Is Malcolm getting Umbrella's toy box? Tox box.
Yeah.
No, because I have the 4Ks from but originally came out in America. Ken, so I've got it over there somewhere. I don't know who released that because Vinegar Syndrome worked on it. It was with Troma, wasn't it?
Troma released it. Troma.
Yeah, so I've got the Troma. I've got the actual Troma box set.
It's actually, it's not as overpriced as a, and this is maybe about a $450 Halloween set. It's not as overpriced as like Full Moon stuff. I think Full Moon stuff is pretty overpriced.
Yeah.
Awaken Freak recently got a new edition, actually, if I remember correctly, didn't it, Malcolm?
I believe it did. It got a new edition in Australia, I believe.
Yeah, it's Awaken Fright's a favorite of mine. It's obviously the certain sequences where I'm a lover. It's kind of rough, but it's a really good film.
It's a good film. My cousin recommended it to me years ago on was it Eureka Blu-ray back in the day over here? Yeah, it was. I think.
I got it from
and I watched it, and it was first time, and I love how it nails down the whole area and the feel of it. John Cho's Korean. I don't know if he would be okay, but he's a famous and Asian. I think he'd be a little bit older as well, to be honest.
What about the guy from Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah, he'd be perfect, wouldn't he?
I think that's my choice.
I'll tell you who else would be perfect.
Fresh Off the Boat is so good.
I'll tell you who else would be perfect.
Who?
Samuel Jackson.
No, we're not doing that again. I would like to get a good edition.
You know, would have been perfect if he was younger. All right. Somebody like James Hong.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
You know, like back doing Big Trouble in Little China days.
I'm scared of spiders, so no. Arachnophobia too, no.
No, definitely not. Anyone hear rumors the first purple case coming from Vinegar Syndrome Blackfire? If it is, I need to sell my Blu-ray. So it better not be. I thought Television would release that because Television have been announcing all the old 88 film slashers collection. Have you noticed that? All the old 88 film slasher collection is slowly coming out through Vinegar Syndrome on 4K.
I mean, you mean from Television? I'm a fan of the slasher. I'm a fan of the 80 film slasher collection. You know that? Like I've been buying a lot of them since the beginning.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want them all on 4K, would you? If you had them on Blu-ray.
Would I buy them? But that's the thing. I have the slasher classic collection with the red cases and all the 80 films, like load them up with special features. And would I buy them again? No.
Most of the films don't even need a 4K.
No.
Did you see the documentaries they announced? Okay, so they announced the 2 documentaries. So did you see the 3 features on it?
Are there features on it?
There's not features, but they've got 3 movies on which make no sense whatsoever other than the fact that they're public domain. Right? So you've got the original Nosferatu on there.
Okay.
Right? You've got the UK version of Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
And you've got Night of the Living Dead. Right?
So that's literally like what I go to the dollar store and would find it in every dollar store.
Not just that, this is something I said as well to somebody. I said, but they're all films, if you were a horror fan, for the most part, you'd have either seen long ago or already seen multiple times, or you'd own them. Anyway. Yeah. So what waste of 3 potential features to put on the discs? It's only because they're public domain.
Yeah. No,
so, it's like... Ugh.
I feel bad because you got like a subscription. Like you paid good money for stuff.
And I'll talk about subscription. Do you know what? Sledgehammer came out, Arbor Day and Invaden. They still haven't sent me the invoice yet to pay for it, and it's been shipping to everybody other than me at the minute.
Not dollar stores in the way that you would say, but yeah, there's dollar stores. And there's like discount stores as well. There's places like BIM that has stuff on for great prices. My better half's birthday was recently, and the day after her birthday, they announced a treadmill. A really cool. We've been trying to get a treadmill for ages, for a really good price. That was a decent treadmill too. So we went to BIM, and short stories, I promise. And it wasn't there. So my better half, she had to go to work. So she came back. She's working from home that day. She had some meetings, and she's like, "Well, that's it. It's not there if I'm not meant to get it." And I said, "Was there another BIM here? I can go check them out because there's a few BIMs in Morocco." And she's like, "No, it's not close enough." So I said, "Well, I'm going to go for a walk to the mall." And obviously, I wasn't going for a walk to the mall. I went for a walk to a BIM that was like 35 minutes away. So I walked there, and it was sadly, as I was walking in, the guy was walking up the last treadmill. So he contacts me because she's finished work. I'm still gone. She's kind of freaking out, wondering where I'm at. I'm like, "Oh, I'm on the way back. I'm just going to the train station. So I'm going to stop in the Caribou Coffee and get a frappe." And she's like, "Wait there. I'm going to come pick you up." I'm like, "You don't need to pick me up." But then she comes and I say, "Why don't we look around to a couple other BIMs just to check?" So we go to Soto this morning, and we decided we're going to go back home. Like she's a little disappointed, but she said, "At least we tried," and so we wouldn't have tried if you hadn't gone out. So there's one little BIM, and it's right. I'm sitting in an alleyway, and I said, "Well, why don't we'll just check that one out?" And she's like, "Well, we checked all the rest. It doesn't matter, right?" She said, "But go, whatever." So I run inside. I said, "Hey, I'll go ask him back." And he comes out and he says, "I think there's one. If there is, do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yes, my better half's birthday was yesterday, and I really want that treadmill if it's possible." And he goes back, and it's there. And then I call her and I tell her, "Come inside. I got your treadmill." And anyway, short story. BIM's like the place.
I thought it was going to start off with, yeah, we do have like dollar store stores in. For my wife's birthday,
No,
I
but
got something from the dollar store.
if it was nice, it would.
That's what I thought it was
No,
going to that was
this was still pretty expensive. This was not expensive. What are chances imprint Halloween sets are going to come in one piece? I think because of the way it's done, I think you're fairly safe. This isn't like
I think it depends on how heavy it is and that. I mean, surely they're going to have styrofoam around it in the box. Surely.
Like I know that there's people that go back towards the Sasset, but the Sasset was kind of like the outlier. Like Imprint has put out a lot of solid, like big sets, like the and the glass sets, like the Dune set.
To be honest, the source set was very finicky as well in the design. So
and it's a pumpkin, and like yes, there's like the outer case that goes in like as well, but again, it's a square, so I think it's pretty easy to package something like that. I don't think we have any issues with that coming broke.
I will say this: I think all the steel books might be scratched though.
Well, if it's like the Nightmare on Elm Street same on part 2, right? On the spine, it's got a few scratches.
Yeah,
we'll see. If it's
which probably means they've already scratched before the wedding.
Because here's the thing: this is my Halloween set. It's being packaged very similar to this Halloween set, in that it's got this foam stuff like here. And if you feel 2 years, Malcolm, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, I was around when you bought it. I remember.
And there's no scratches on the set.
Which is a shame, considering it should have, because it's awful.
I love the set. Come on, look how sexy this is. Look how sexy this is.
I like that they all go together, actually, when you put them side by side. I do like that.
Yeah, it's good. I think over the years, this is going to get a reevaluation like the Halloween 3 did.
It might get a bit rusty.
Well, that's the thing. But you got to be careful with stuff like this. But I've had steelbooks for a long time, and I've had no issues that didn't scratch out, that are in good condition. Spooky season. I wish you did. I would get the thing. See, I thought I was the only person saying spooky season. I looked online and everybody's saying spooky season.
Oh dear, everybody's taking it.
Christine Applegate. No, to don't. Yes, instead of Christine Applegate. Oh God,
Oh.
it depends. Look at 1991. I heard Patrick Dempsey is apparently really hard to work with, so probably not. I heard that like when they took him off of like Grey's Anatomy, people were like really glad behind the scenes.
Really? Was that bad?
It's a shame because I'm a big fan of Patrick Dempsey. I like Can't Buy Me Love.
Too. I loved him in Can't Buy Me Love.
But yeah, apparently, and I'm not a Hollywood insider, so I don't know. But I'm just going off of what I've heard. Is that people were very happy when McDreamy went off of Grey's Anatomy. I was watching a hospital show. It's probably going to be like St. Elsewhere. That was the one I grew up with.
Not
ER's good. I like ER. House probably I'd go for first. So I got Watson. First season was sent to me, but I'd already seen first. Yeah. I'd seen the pilot and I liked it. So I'm really curious to how that's going to go. I know that Robert Carlyle's playing Sherlock Holmes in season 2. So that's going to be interesting.
It will be interesting, actually.
Because Matt Berry did, I think it was Matt Berry. Did the voice of Sherlock Holmes in season 1. In like kind of like a dream. Some people hate Don Watson, but I actually liked it. I liked what they did with it. And I saw the last episode. I saw the first episode of the season. I saw the last episode of the season.
Did you like Elementary?
I loved Elementary. Johnny Lee Miller is great. I think he's super underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I thought Elementary. I will say this.
Was Lucy Liu was in it with him?
Yeah, I preferred Elementary to Sherlock. Sorry, I actually did. I know, and I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I love all the actors in Sherlock, but I do think that Sherlock lost me a bit with the after their version of the Falls, the Rhinebeck Falls, where falls to his death, and he really says, "Hey, we don't need to explain. Here's a couple ways that it could have happened." It's like Clue without the finale.
Yeah.
And I don't think it. And the tease bringing back Moriarty, and then they pull that back and realize, no, Moriarty's he really is dead, and here's this other villain, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying this. I'm just.
My two favourite Sherlock Holmes have always been Basil Rathbone. Luckily, because my nan used to watch him a lot when I was younger. And
Jeremy Brett. Like Jeremy Brett is 100% like when I think of Sherlock Holmes, who Sherlock Holmes should be. He's and he gets it. I mean, he gets it in a way that others don't, and that Sherlock doesn't. Because here's the thing: Sherlock Holmes is not meant to be a sociopath. It's not. He has this mind. Jeremy Brett gets it. He gets the almost the hyper aspect of Sherlock Holmes, where he'll jump in his chair, sit really different and like strangely, almost like he's not. Oh God, what the torturousness that is my mind? What's going on? No, he's Sherlock Holmes, and he enjoys being Sherlock Holmes. Jeremy Brett just got it. The other actors, I think, not so much. Even Johnny Lee Miller, who I really enjoyed, still went back on that. Oh, poor me, I'm a genius, and I think it works.
Also, I think with Jeremy Brett, the stories were just done so perfectly.
Not everyone. Trust me. Go back to the movie-length ones. Oh man, we recently rewatched the entire series actually, and they're so good. The hour-long ones are so great, and they get to these movie-length ones. The first one's really good, and you get to the one with the girl, where this guy is there, and there's a girl in like a lion cage or something like that. And I read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. I grew up with a mom that was a voracious reader, and she was a story. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is Sherlock. This isn't the story. One, this guy isn't a killer. He's a good guy, he's not a bad guy. And what have they done to this story? They've bastardized this story. They've taken 2 or 3 stories, put them together, and made this Frankenstein monster story, which is not. And Jeremy Brett was sick at the time too. Was something that I don't think Jeremy Brett would have agreed to at another time. But
it's like I hated the last episode of Poirot.
You know what? I don't know if I watched the last episode.
Well, you didn't watch Final Curtain?
I don't think I watched Final Curtain. I'd have to go back and watch it again to see. But it's been years, so I probably watched it in the day. But the Final Curtain is based off of Curtains, I'm guessing. The final episode, final book, right? And that has a very definitive ending for our character. But because of the much preferred Marple, and even Tommy and Tuppence, which I really enjoy. For those.
I actually think I always thought the Miss Marple of Joan Hickson was so wonderfully done.
I'm going to say something that's going to piss off a lot of Christie fans, and maybe you too. And I think she did a great job, especially in the context of
because you froze then.
Oh, sorry. I liked the Joan Hickson stuff for when and I rewatched the entirety of Miss Marple recently, and I liked the Joan Hickson one, but sometimes when they did take a bit of a license in the later stuff, like the Geraldine ones, or especially when it came to Nemesis. Like I thought they did a better job with Nemesis in the newer one. But I love them all. I think Joan Hickson is the best choice of looking for Miss Marple. But I just really, really love the newer Miss Marple stuff. I don't think there's a bad Miss Marple interpretation out of those 3, actually. But I do think that we've had some bad interpretations of Poe, we've had some bad interpretations of Sherlock Holmes. But I think Miss Marple's gotten lucky with it, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Even the Angela Lansbury one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I like to see that as a precursor to Murder, She Wrote, to be honest.
Very much so. I don't think, obviously, Angela Lansbury wasn't the first choice for Murder, She Wrote. For Jessica Fletcher, that was actually Jean Stapleton from On the Family. She was burned out. She said, I want to do a stage play. She's a stage actress. And Angela Lansbury was ready to do TV. So she's like, okay, I'll do. She had done Mirror Cracked, and that was a great promo reel for doing the Jessica Fletcher character. I had a massive crush on Jessica Fletcher actually back in the day. So but I really, really enjoyed Murder, She Wrote. I still watch that show. Do I think the remaining John Carpenter titles in 4K? Can you Dark Star in 4K? I really don't. I mean, is there an OCN print of Dark Star good enough to put it in 4K for him? That's the thing.
Probably. I don't think that would stop them from doing it, to be honest.
Look at you said Sledgehammer came out recently. That's just a Blu-ray, right?
That's just a Blu-ray.
Okay, because if somebody puts Sledgehammer on 4K,
I'm going to say there's no reason for it to be on 4K. I don't
stream is turned a little lag. I do apologize. I would say
that's actually I can see on my TV. It's lagging. That's weird.
Try refreshing. This happens sometimes. I don't want anybody to go out, but sometimes, if a stream goes on for a little bit long, I find if I'm watching a stream too,
that's better now on my TV.
If you refresh the stream, it actually works quite a bit. So you just refresh it. If you refresh it, though, it actually becomes pretty good. Because on my screen here, I'm hosting, I'll see when when I'm lagging a bit more, and I'll see when the internet is actually getting more laggy here. I gotta say, this has been a pretty good stream so far. We've talked about so much stuff, and it's been good to talk to Malcolm again on here because I haven't been able to talk in a while because I've been Malcolm knows where the hell you been?
Where the hell you been? It's been avoided, mate. It's been ignored,
mate. I'm like, damn it. If I was going to pick a Ferris Bueller right now, let's really go let's go like right into it. But Charlie Slater. Okay, those that know, it's obviously Charlie Slater played Ferris Bueller in the TV series.
It'll probably clear up in a minute, guys.
Yeah, hopefully
it's lagging on my TV a little bit.
That's really all we can do when it comes to that, unfortunately. What house movie history do you want, and what house worker? I really dig. Oh, you want to know like what house? There's a couple, but I like castles.
Oh,
and
I can tell what house I'd want. I was thinking about that. I'd want the house in Home Alone.
That's a cool house. That's actually good. That's a good response.
Yeah, I'd like that house.
Yeah. But if I got to pick a house, then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Addams Family house.
Ooh.
But I did think of it like Drex's Castle too. So, but I wouldn't try to be fair.
Well, Alex message and it's getting even worse and more laggy.
The only thing we can do is end the stream. To be honest with you, if it keeps lagging too much, like it's not. Luckily, I'll say it hasn't lagged on my side so far. Like the stream, it hasn't. There's a couple times when I've frozen up or Mac was frozen up. I see it on the screen.
I see it on my TV, but it doesn't seem that bad. But obviously, I'm not listening to it because I don't want the sound coming over. But hopefully, it'll fix. You know.
I'm gonna cast the next person. Me. Actually, I'm not joking. Look at Professor Plum, and look at me. Like no, maybe I'm Colonel Mustard now. Maybe
you're more Colonel Mustard.
Maybe Colonel Mustard. Now I've become Colonel Mustard. The Ravage.
There you go. Remove the M in you and put the B in A. You've got it. Okay, Colonel.
Oh man, I don't know. I just want to be Professor Plum. God, Glenn Powell. There you go. He's in everything, man. If I had Glenn Powell,
yeah, put Glenn Powell in there. Oh, Emil, what's his name? Why can I never remember his name? The guy who's in everything. Last of Us, Fantastic Four.
Oh, you mean Pedro Pascal?
That's it. Pedro Pascal. He's in everything and all, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think that the thing is, like, somebody said it too, like the Pedro Pascal like burnout is fake. Because when you look at the other people like in their prime, he's making a lot less movies than a lot of other people are that never attacked.
I think it's just I just think it's on a roll at the minute. That's all, with some good films and good stuff, and that's what he's always been saying. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like with some high quality, hired like budgeted hard name stuff. But trust me, when there's Nicolas Cage out there and Chris Watts and stuff, trust me, he's not making as many films as certain people are. But he's making high quality.
Yeah, but he'll never be as good of an actor as Christopher Walken. And he'll never have the charisma of Nicolas Cage.
They're different. It's different. I mean, like, I don't think you can compare the three actors. Like, Walken is different in the fact that, and Walken has a very musical background. Walken's the dancer before he became an actor. And Walken's choice of talking, is the way that he speaks, is a specific choice that he chose his voice to be heard. The way that he moves in films is based on dance. Walken's entire performance in a film, his entire presence, is meticulously thought out by Walken, and I think that's genius. But it's a dancer's. It's dancer's thoughts. It's not actor's thoughts. It's dancer's thoughts. But he's managed to transpose one over to the other. George Jetson. I don't know if we should have a. I think we should keep like the Jetsons like animated. I don't want to do a lot,
especially after watching the Flintstones live action movies.
I think she did. I mean, like, for those that don't know, there was a prequel to Rosemary's Baby.
And was it called Rosemary's Womb?
There's a sequel to Rosemary's Baby. It was a TV movie, actually. That is actually pretty cool. That not a lot of people know about. SNL, I love the more cowbell thing. That's one. That's where you get some good with Ferrell at.
Hmm.
You know, like
SNL.
you gotta have the right people in there, like the right
I've
hosts.
seen clips and stuff, but I haven't, like watched full shows and stuff.
And it's very much like I think Summer of its time, but there's some that I watch that I just like. I'll get like on like hankering to watch. They did a kind of a comic one where this girl goes home and like this guy's gonna murder her, and he's like, "It's you from like from we went to school together," and they've got this like it's a really cool one actually. APEC University.
I just want to ask people: is the lag better? I'm just curious. Because asking questions, they seem to be getting responses. So I'm just wondering if the lag's better.
Gotcha. Is very good, actually. Renegade's I'm not a fan of. Renegade is a movie that should be better than this.
Yeah, definitely. Alex says not really. It's strange because when I look on my when I look on the TV, I can tell that there's lag, but it seems to not work, and then it seems to get laggy again, which is a shame. You know, could it be because we went over the 2 hours?
It could be, but I just checked on my side of things. I'm just checking now to see, and there's definitely some lagging when it comes to this. So we'll probably end up fairly soon.
Okay.
But
CPU struggling. He's asking if the CPU struggling.
Me? No. Not on my side. See, that would come through more so like the server that's like because my and I'm working on a Mac, by the way, not a PC. I'm working on on the fancy.
Say fancy guy Max, eh? Very quickly down on Zen Bag Girls combined sequel. Yes, please.
I'm checking something here actually. Let's see.
All right.
I'm still here.
Technical issues been tested. Entrapment Castle.
So we've closed down everything else there, so it's still lagging. It's not me. Well, it's not me. It's like there's nothing else I could possibly do to stop it from lagging.
How weird.
Not for bad nuns.
So frustrating when this happens, isn't it?
It happens. I mean, like, it used to frustrate me. I used to get really like kind of flustered and upset. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm lagging, or I can't believe like this is going here. And I'm at the point right now. Oh, maybe they're telling me something. Maybe
it could just be that there's a lot of people using the StreamYard at the minute. I mean, sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah, the streaming server could be slower. That could very much be it, actually. To doing this it's late at night. What's been early in the day, I would have like just gone out and back in again. As in like in the stream. But it's like, this is my third. So I did 1 second stream. And I did the
Canada
one
one
upstairs.
second stream, man, where you got a bit premature there and then and started.
Well, I was like, were you here for that when I was started? And then
No,
like the cats were starting.
I saw I looked at my phone, but it said you were back again. But
yeah, the cats were out fighting, so I had to go and get the cats.
what happened with the purse?
Upstairs. With the what?
The pay in the purse, because you said at the end.
Oh, that day. Okay. Yeah. So she peed like on the side, so she didn't really pee in the person.
Oh, so I was lucky,
but that. No, still someone. So I had to. Then it was late at night when I was doing the stream, and so I had to take everything out of the purse right away, wipe everything down just in case. Then I had to like blot the purse, and it took about 2 hours to do all this. And then in the morning, after when I went and I ran it through the washer, and then I eventually then I got another purse for that day. So yeah, can't be fixed until she goes to the heat. Like I told you, story, she ran downstairs tonight. That actually freaked me out. And I ran 2 floors to get her.
They call me Dances with Blue Eyes.
Whispers with DVDs. I dance about. I like whispers. That's kind of cool.
Bad, doesn't it? Okay,
and you know, DVDs are so most popular. I'll pick DVDs because it's the most popular format.
I'll never play any day.
Formats.
I'll always pick a play.
I love these questions, by the way. Is the lag still going on, by the way? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
And we're going to end it soon, I think. All right. But anyway, it's 2:30 in the morning. We keep Malcolm up all night.
What time?
2:30 almost. Yeah.
Well, that went quick, didn't it?
It did. They always go quick. Because it's fun chats.
Well, hey.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining the call tonight. Thank you, Malcolm, for coming in. Malcolm has his own channel made in December. Please make sure you're checking that out. Do you have anything coming up in your channel?
No. I should have, really. I should be doing stuff on it. I know. But check it out, guys. If you do like it, you comment on it. Maybe encourage me to do more.
Let's say you should make stuff on Asian Cinema.
I think it's almost been a year since I did anything on that. So
we are going to be doing some stuff together for the channel this month. Me and you and Dad are going to be talking first about the Animal Trilogy from Dario Argento that's coming up. I'm going to be doing a video with Kevin on imprint films. I still have the videos that I already shot that are coming on both my regular channel and my Patreon memberships. Each gets its own exclusive videos. I'm going to do some more videos with Malcolm and with Dad. We're going to do some quiz videos as well. And as always, whenever I do like a live like this, I try to get Malcolm in when I can. I don't bring him in if it's really late because I don't like to bother him. But when I just started a video earlier, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, so keep an eye out. You'll see us both on here.
Sure.
Keep bugging Malcolm to make videos because I think he can make a nice series on Asian cinema on his channel that I think would really be good to do. I would love to do a video sometime on your channel.
We should, yeah.
That people
should. I need to, like, to be honest with you, I need to get my internet working better because you know I did the video of you, the first video I did of you in the kitchen area.
Yeah.
I don't know if Paul knows, but there was a bit in the video where I started looking a bit fed up. And it wasn't from you. It was because the internet kept freezing, on your face. So I'm sitting there like this going, because I'm like, is it going to start working again? And so, yeah, I just want to make sure that people didn't think I was thinking on that. It was just the internet so bad. That's one on my phone in the living room. Because the internet on there won't work. And I need to get my computer in here, but I'm still trying to move stuff around. I've had a whole load of issues as well. I've had a whole load of issues the last couple of weeks. So
let's go with the last question. Your favorite William Hurt performance? That's easy for me, actually. It's broadcast news. I love broadcast news. I went to school for journalism, and that is a movie that I watched over and over and over again. There's a lot of good movies.
I was going to say the same thing.
there we go. One of the rare times where, like, I know there's a big chill. I know we got like body heat, but broadcast news is.
Yeah.
I am Aaron. I thank Malcolm for making like, we're not going to watch those videos anymore. They're too laggy. It's late at night. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It happens. We'll see you guys soon.
Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.